Well, why don't you, I mean, like, talk me through some of your season. Like, who did you play? How did you feel? Like, let me about you.
Yeah, well, if you give me like 5 seconds to go open your stream in the background. Oh, look, an ad. Uh,
Sorry.
a-
I can't
anyways,
stop it.
no, it's okay. I actually came in and I had to reset. I had to reset my password when I logged in, so I was
Wow,
doing that while talking to everybody.
that's funny.
But yeah, I see Doodle here, by the way. Hello, Doodle.
Hello,
Love you.
Doodles.
You're my favorite. Hope you're doing well. Who did I fight this season? Had to fight IDM. What a fight that was. That was really cool, really fun. I like that. Had to fight Milo week 1. I had 30 minutes the entire week to prep for the fight, and it was right before the fight happened, so that was fun. Had to fight Claire. Had to fight Mass again. That old rivalry we kind of sort of have, because I feel like
I
we
feel like
fought
you
each
do.
other every season.
I feel like you do too. I'm not really sure how that keeps happening.
Yeah. Had to fight Aurora again as usual. Had to fight Woody. I don't know. Fighting Aurora, Mass, and Woody was like kind of standard to me for some reason. I don't know why. But it was cool. It was fun. I liked picking up some of the newer Pokemon. I really enjoyed Bramblegast. Probably one of my new like favorite little funny Pokemon.
Mhm.
That was super cool. Leavanny was also really cool too.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty sick, and I don't know. I like the fast, hard-hitting things. And I think one of the things I had this season that was just an issue for my team was like I went through and grabbed a bunch of fun Pokemon with a lot of versatility. Like I can have them double as defense or double as offense or be physically or especially bulky. I had like a lot of choices on team building.
Yeah.
But I think my issue was I had too many choices on team building. Just a little too much going on. I didn't have a set niche that just always won a match. It was I could build whatever I want, but what do I build?
Yeah.
You know?
Is there
And I
anything
think
you
that was my issue.
regret drafting?
Probably Dragonair because I didn't utilize it or use it at all.
Bummer.
Not that there were really any other D tiers, and I got caught up in the whole. I don't have a dragon type anymore. I want the dragon steel and like, what was it, Fairy Core, and I grabbed Dragonair to fill that, but I didn't. You don't really need cores per se, especially if you're just not going to use them. Then what's the point of picking it up just to say you have it? So
Yeah.
So probably that one overall. I feel like it didn't take a lot of advantage of some Pokemon. Like Gliscor was really cool, but I felt like it was just a little too frail. Didn't hit quite hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
I like the bird. Bird go fast, hit hard. Bird fun. Vaporeon always fun. I like Metagross a lot. Metagross is cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about you though? What do you regret drafting? How did you like your team this season? What did you really like about your team? What didn't you like about your team?
Okay, so I'm glad I traded. I thought it would be very fun to use. What do you call it? I really liked the idea of going in with Sun. I felt like, okay, there's so much photosynthesis running around. There's so many cool, like, past Paradox Pokemon. They're all very different. You know, you can boost defensively or offensively. There's so much cool, like, synergy that you can do. So, and I've never drafted, like, a Weather Core team, so I was like, alright, I want to do, like, a, you know. Oh my god, 79 months from Scoots. My goodness gracious, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are intensely kind.
79 months.
79, yeah, Doodle's at 80.
That's actually crazy. Well, the competition begins. Who's going to be the longer lasting of the two?
We got some true believers in here. I appreciate you guys for that. I don't know. I wanted to build a Sun team, and I have learned that I'm just not good. I think so. There was a variety of reasons that my season did not go the way I wanted it to go, but I think part of it was like it's pretty not easy to counter team like Sun, but like the counterplay is very linear. Like you know that if you lose to weather, you just find a way to negate or change the weather. And so then when you're building the weather team, it's like, okay, how do I get my weather back up? And then the game, it just turns into a different game than the one that I'm used to playing, and I wasn't able to play it as sharp as I needed to, so that I didn't just lose to random RNG.
Yeah.
That was kind of the problem.
No, that's fair. But yeah, did you have any favorites, like, fights this season? Any matches that stick out in your brain matter of like, oh, this is really cool?
Any favorites? Favorite stuff this season? I don't know. Matches that stuck in my craw. I really liked Milo versus Aurora.
Yeah.
Even
really
though
cool.
Milo didn't win that was like really exciting to watch. I was very impressed by how Milo did just overall this season, but especially that match demonstrated, I think, a really strong understanding of like the value of hazards and spin blocking, and I thought they both played it really well, and just overall, I thought it was a really cool, exciting match. I thought it showcased a lot of understanding that you don't get to see usually.
Milo's here. Hello, Milo. Welcome.
Ooh, hello, Milo. Yeah, that one always stuck out to me.
Bird.
Yes.
I wonder if you crop your stream, if you could do that a little bit, because you have a slight little transparent black from the text chat over top of like your video and stuff.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's very narrow, but you can kind of see if you look at your current MVPs. There's like a little just thin. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Done deal.
Yeah.
Thank you. I kind of expected the chat to come up from the bottom, so yeah, it's strange, but that's fine. It's coming down from the top instead.
Oh, you also need to do the right side.
Huh.
Yeah, bring the right side in over to basically where your bar is.
That's what I did.
Oh, did you? It's still there for some reason.
Hold on. Look, I can crunch it down super far, and it's still.
Oh, can you crop it instead of doing that?
I don't think it's the chat that's doing that. If I blink the chat off.
Spoodfan438, welcome! Thank you for subscribing. For 66 months.
How are you doing, fella? Dude, it's been a minute. There. That should be a little better. Yeah, bummer that the chat thing is not catching the subs, but I see them and I acknowledge them and I appreciate them. Thank you. As always, fashionably barely on time for this.
Yeah, absolutely. And well prepared.
And well prepared. Can you tell how well prepared I am?
We're so well prepared for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I messaged people yesterday. I was like, hey, I need someone to voice for the Dippies. Can you just do it right now? Because I need it tomorrow morning. No spoilers.
Oh,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay. All right, no spoilers. Okay, I'll be patient. I'll be good.
It's good to see you, Tanner. And thank you so much, Vincent, for the resub, man. 39-month streak. Woo!
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
And by the way, I'll send you the screen cap of what I'm seeing on the stream, because I'm seeing this. If you look down, I just see that little gray bar is what I'm seeing, like all the way from like the top down on the right side.
Oh! I see what you mean. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
All right. Let's fix.
That's why I said crop.
Now
but
I get it. I thought you were talking about a different thing. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how possible that is. Just because I see Spood fans chat now going underneath the thing.
I don't know. I need to probably set this up a little more.
Isn't there like a way to just get just the chat thing, or no?
I thought so. I mean, I'm using.
Oh wait, what if you pop out the chat, make it kind of smaller and square?
Well, I'm using like a function on OBS. I'm not like screen capturing.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess I could just screen capture it, but I don't even know if that would look any good.
It might. I don't know. We're here to learn together as a family. Let's see here though. We had some new teams this season jump in as well, which was pretty exciting. Oh, that's gone. Although now you cut off the Spood fan in the
All right, I'll keep working on this.
top corner. Yeah. We did have someone jump in mid-season, which is always fun, but we had quite a few new teams. So we had the Lansdowne Luxrays was brand new, Philadelphia Phantoms, and the Miami Milotics. And those are all the new teams. So that's 3 new teams, plus 1 more for joining mid-season. So 4 new teams. And that's always fun. That's always cool. I feel like Double Dip just keeps growing every season, and I don't know why that's the case. I feel like every season we have to have 3 divisions now.
I hope that we can hit...
Yeah?
Sorry, I hope that we can hit a... Man, I can't think while I'm doing this, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just fucking stop this. Why is it so difficult? Oh, I think I did the
You're not a...
Hold on.
You're not a young lad like you used to be.
I know, and I'm old, and I don't have technology work. That seems better, maybe?
That does seem better, though. It seems to fit way better, too, but I guess we'll find out as we keep going.
Yeah, I guess so.
Someone type a really long message. Growin VT. Welcome to the chat. Lilypad Lady 32, welcome. Yeah. Maybe a little slow going for a second. We're finagling with some things.
Hi, Growin. I followed you this morning.
Ah, nice. Which division was the most fun to watch, you think?
God, it really depended on the week. I think I really liked... That even look decent. I really liked teal. I think I liked teal. Okay, that looks better.
Yeah.
I think that looks better.
That does look a lot better. I can agree with that.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Infinite circle going in.
Well, you followed me a couple days ago, and I saw, and I was like, oh, you know, I gotta follow my man back.
Yeah.
Pay it forward. Okay, yeah, I think I'm pretty much happy with this. Is there like a Paldea gym lobby music? Maybe that would be what I do.
Okay.
That seems good.
10-hour loop. Here we go.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody to Double Dip Draft Season 7 pregame show. I am Spood, coach of the Southtown Sandslashers. I'm sure you know me, but do you know my buddy and co-host?
It's me, Cabral, coach of the Hassling Age of Slashers. I think I've been on your channel a couple times at this point now. Because we've done not just like this stuff, but you also did the Pokemon races I did way back in the day too.
That's right, and those were very fun. I remember completely dominating the Crystal one, and then we didn't finish
and
it.
two people gave up halfway through and started playing other games.
Yeah.
It was a good time, for sure. But we're here to talk about Double Dip. How does Season 7 rate, other than like personal, like how your games went and everything? How did you enjoy Season 7 as a whole? How do you think this compares to 5 and 6 and all those other seasons?
I think I have a soft spot for 6 just because it was our first 24-player season.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting. The scale of it had gone up for the first time, It was really, really cool. We had a lot of brand new players. Bananas with a ridiculous run on his first season, going all the way to first place. So I think I preferred Season 6 to Season 7. But, Season 7 was very cool. It shook things up a lot. We saw a lot of people who were regular, like, mainstay playoffs contenders not make it. You know, you didn't make it, I didn't make it, Firebolt didn't make it. You know, there were people who looked like they were going to make it for a long time who didn't make it. You know, Menma I thought was going to go on for most of the season. You know, Nihilus didn't make it. He's another, like, you know, pretty staple playoffs player. So we got a very different looking top 12 this year, which I thought was very cool. You know, Black Captain, you got to give him kudos. He made it to his very first playoffs after, I think, 3 seasons of playing.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Was happy to see that.
I didn't get in because Milo got the upset on Claire this season.
That's true. And speaking of people who got in for the first time, shouts to Milo, who made the deep run, got all the way up into playoffs, pulling off a couple of upsets on you and Claire in the process.
Yeah. I did not feel at my peak most of the season. I feel like I just didn't play well. I didn't do like any calcs and any like actual like a lot of prep work until like Jason or Claire, which was about 4 games into the season,
right,
5 games into the season.
Respectfully, too late.
Yeah, it was very much too late. Almost beat IDM though, and that was really fun.
That's true. IDM had some, I wouldn't say like amazing luck this season. I mean, he had, I would say, above average luck, and unfortunately, it did not carry him through playoffs.
Yeah. How did you feel about the Terras and how they worked out? Because this was our first time implementing Terras, as well as going over like some new tiering. I think you had a shift in like the council, as I call it, of like tiering stuff.
Yes, we did. Last season we had Vincent on the council. We swapped him for
Kenneth.
No, Kenneth was on the council last year too. Was it Scoot? No, who was it? Because the council was 5 people. It was me, Aurora, IDM, Vincent, Kenneth. So one of those people wasn't in it last year. I forget who. I don't know. At any rate, yeah, we did the tiering from scratch, as per usual. Took a long time. We made a couple of mistakes. Notably, our Chalodon wound up in A tier, which is ridiculous. It ended up getting banned to Ubers right before the season actually started.
Yeah.
You know, Menma had a team that was so ridiculous. Latios, Pelipper, Archaludon, Barraskewda, Pecharunt. I mean, he had so many amazing Pokemon for, like, pretty cheap. So, you know, it's always... I mean, that's just gonna happen. Like, there are so many... There are hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon you need to tier. If you make even a little mistake, sometimes it just rolls. You know?
Yeah.
I think overall it was a pretty solid tier list, though. I you know, I was pretty happy with it, in hindsight.
Yeah. It was nice that Abomasnow was not in C tier, so it would be able to Terra. I think that might have been intentional.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I think that the Terras didn't do as much as I thought they would this season.
They didn't, because you kind of get latched onto them with one Pokemon, and not that it can't win you a match or anything, but it was not as big of an impact as I thought it would be, right? Because I would say it's a game changer for certain Pokemon. Like, I see Registeel down on the current season MVPs. Yeah. That thing really benefited from a good Terra.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And, you know, like, your Vaporeon got a lot of mileage out of its Terra. There was, you know, Oricorio did a lot of Terraing on my team.
Yeah.
Frosmoth actually didn't come as much as I expected it to, but that's another sort of staple, like, good Terra Pokemon. You know, Young Mega on Scoots' team got a lot of Terra action, so... Yeah. And Primarina, actually, just about... So, in Division, Valiant and Primarina both had 14 kills. How's it going, by the way? Septarial.
That is actually crazy.
I don't know. I guess I expected, like, every week that it would be a huge problem. You know, I really thought that Terra... But I think, you know, maybe like a third of the games, nobody even popped the Terra.
Yeah. And I think there's a few things with that. I think it's also because you had a very... Terra's still new-ish. I know we've had Scarlet and Violet for quite some time at this point, but for people in draft, we hadn't done this before, and this is our first time. And some people only play during draft as well with people we have on this team.
That's true.
And Scoots also makes a good point. Leafeon did enjoy being a fire type. Yeah, that's true.
It did actually. It would go crazy in that game.
With Terra being so new and most people not used to clicking the Terra button and also being limited on like, oh, you can't Terra these Pokemon or you forfeit the game. I think it just wasn't convenient. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was super easy unless you knew, well, this is my win con and I need to do this.
Yeah. I do think that, a lot of us, I don't know if complacent's the right word. I think a lot of us don't play enough Smoke on singles. I've been playing like so much VGC. I know my brother's been playing a lot of VGC. I did a lot of battle tower formats and, battle spot singles. And, I was playing every competitive format that wasn't, Smoke on sixes. And, I think that it would be good if I want to win to go back to doing that more.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I thought that Terra was really interesting this year. I always like to kind of play with the new mechanic. We allowed Gigantamaxing in Season 3. That was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
We've never gone that extreme with it. But, I love the little gimmicks, I think it gives a lot of personality. People get closer to their Pokemon. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's, again, like I was saying earlier before we really got into it, that Brambleghast is like bumped up my list of being like one of my favorite Pokemon now because of this season, because I'm like, why does this funny bush just hit so hard?
Dude, I love the goofballs that just become your favorite because they do randomly so good in draft. I have that same thing with Palisand. It became one of my favorite Pokemon, and it's just a dumb little sandcastle, but like he's so good,
Yeah. It makes me wonder, by the way, is there hold on, we got a question from Doodle over here. Was there any kind of strategy that was oppressively good this season? Bulky walls that were dumb. Stalls.
Well,
there were a couple stall teams.
I think so. The two undefeated teams so far going into this are Scoots and Vincent. And they have almost exactly opposite approaches this season.
Oh, that's true.
Vincent has been doing a lot of sort of, I wouldn't say it's hard stall, it's more like kind of badgering people with chip damage and like Alamola regenerator flip turn wish passing. But it's very bulky and slow and, oriented around chip. And it's been incredibly difficult for anyone to break. In fact, nobody has done it. Conversely, Scoots has been absolutely hyper, like, I am setup sweeping every single week with something. It's, usually a Terra Pokemon. And that has also been really, really good. Mm-hmm. So, and I think part of that is because Scoots drafted a lot of the best Terra setup sweepers. I think Yanmega is ridiculously strong, one of the better ones for sure.
Yeah. Leafeon is there as well.
Yeah,
can Espeon Terra? I don't think Espeon can.
It
Terra.
can, yes, and it did.
Oh.
And
Espeon also.
I think there was a lot of like, I think there was a relative depth to the strategies. I think that you could be successful going hard offense and going hard defense, but I don't think there was one thing that like really, figured out the season. And I guess we'll see which strategy prevails today.
Yeah. Sorry, I was a mid-yawn.
I'm sick of it. Whatever, bro. Keep talking.
So, I guess a question is, before we jump in, because I want to go through the teams and want to thank everybody who had participated. I want to get into that here in just a second. But before we do that, quick question then. Next season, not that we're any time near next season Double Dip, are we going to look back in the Terras? Are we going to look in the Nat decks? Are we going to be going around when like the new, Legends game comes out and maybe get a new gimmick or some new Pokemon then?
I have no idea. I think it really depends on when we run the season and, like, okay, so I'm tempted to do like a season in Nat decks in the current meta Nat decks, like after this with Terra allowed. I mean, we had thrown around, really, I don't think banning Terra was ever something that anybody wanted to do because we never used it. You know, I think we all wanted to have at least one season where we got to use the gimmick, right? A lot of people... Hi, Paisley. A lot of people, have opinions about what way you're supposed to do Terras in draft. A lot of the big boy draft leagues like SPL, they have like these sort of Terra clauses that's like, okay, you can pick 2 or 3 Pokemon, or maybe spend extra points on your draft to make a Pokemon like a Terra captain. Or just have a Terra captain in general. And then you choose what types it can Terra into at the beginning of the season. Like, I think in SPL it was like, you have 3 types that you can Terra it into that are fixed for the whole season, and one of them has to be a stab typing.
Yeah.
But like Double Dip is supposed to be, accessible to as many people as possible, ideally. And even the low tier terror rule was broken more than once. So
Yeah.
I just don't think that something that deep would work, or it would be like that consistent. Like I think it would cause more problems to implement than it would be worth in terms of balancing.
Yeah, Double Dip's always been kind of, like you said, just accessible and fairly easy to get into. Again, we've had like 4 new players this season alone jump in and play the game, and all of them relatively had a decent time getting in and playing the game,
Yeah. Black Captain putting up for Europe.
Nice.
Let's go. We actually do have a 50-50 split between Europeans and Americans here.
That's
in fact,
so crazy.
I think it's specifically 50% Americans, 50% Dutch.
50% Dutch. That's really funny. I think Nat decks would be really cool. Because have you had a Double Dip season with Nat decks at all?
We have, yeah. It was last season, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Season 6
Silly
was
me.
Nat decks. Yeah, we had Megas and everything.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I'm silly. But it could be super fun. Hi, Bambi.
I look back
but moving on,
that Megalope
I would
too.
love to talk about teams. I'd love to thank people for participating in Double Dip because we got about a half hour till the matches start.
Yep. Let's do it. Yeah, we usually... I've been talking your ear off. I think the Dippies are about 5 minutes long, so we'll wait until 11:55 to play those, which, we got about 20 minutes, a little over, so... Yeah. Let's get down to business, okay? Starting at the top of Teal, Dumblespood's army, Scoots, ending at 7-0, plus 32 differential. Scoots looking like the new age dominance.
Yeah, also that's a new record, a 32 diff.
That actually, yeah, I do believe that is the highest main season completion of all time. I can actually go check that right now. Past seasons overview. So let's see, 11, 12, 23, 26, 27, 24, 16, 23, 20, 19, 23, 24. Yeah, so it's not even really that close. The next highest is 24.
Yeah.
So 27 actually was the next highest. So you cleared that by 5 on the current season.
That's crazy, actually.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, fantastic job. Like, it goes without saying, but we'll say it anyway. Scoots is really just the new dominance. I have never seen someone pull a differential that high, and in a division that stacked. I mean, that was a division where, Nihilus went 4-3 +1 and didn't make it in. So this was a hard division. And Scoots came out flawless, 7-0 32.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
He just do what he do, but yeah, and thanks again for participating this season, Scoot. I'm actually really excited for what's going to happen in the upcoming matches, but we'll get there when we get there. We also have Not Pimp, who's also in the upcoming matches. The Cracked Kricketunes at a 5-2 at 11. What a season. Not Pimp showing up in extra cheesy and just dominating the field.
Yeah.
Only having 1 loss.
Who was it to?
It was me.
I knew it. I was literally waiting for you to say it. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Not Pimp. I mean, literally what Nihilus is doing is he keeps feeding us players that beat us all over and over again.
Yeah.
Bananas showed up and won his first season, and then Not Pimp showed up and won his first season. So, very scary.
I think it's so funny the division we kind of have with the players. We got Nihilus's group, the Blasters, I believe, and then we have the European group, and then we have like the homebrew, the OG group.
Yeah, we got the OGs. We got like Cabral's friends. We got
we got
friends.
the Cabral's friends group now too. Yeah,
we got clicks. They exist.
Yeah.
No, dude, Not Pimp, you're so good. Thank you so much for trading with me. I really appreciate it, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Ursaluna immediately got all 6 kills the week I got it, so I really appreciate it. I hope Walking Wake has been treating you well. I would hate to feel like I ripped you off, but man, thank you for Ursaluna, it was fantastic. And hello, Splatterfest, welcome to the stream!
Miami Milotics, a new player, one of the 4 new players we had this season to 4-3 at 11, which is a pretty solid score, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that was really fantastic. I did not, it's hard to know how new players are going to do, at least new in the Double Dip ecosystem, but, Miami Milotics, he had just come off of a performance in, the Draft League was, it It was Clodsire Cup draft. That was like one of Mass's draft leagues, or like Mass's friends draft leagues. And I think he did like okay in it. I'm sure I believe Menma actually won that, if I'm remembering correctly. But you know, I was like, okay, yeah, Snake has some experience. We'll put him kind of middle of the road seating, and we'll see how he does. And he did so good. I mean, genuinely, he did so good.
Yeah.
Picked up a lot of valuable wins. Made a real splash. And again, getting into, I mean, he almost, you know, he was in contention for getting one of those 2 buys out of the top of Teal. So, fantastic performance from Snake. It was really, really good.
Yeah. It was that way all the way up until the end, actually, with the other potential for the buy was your brother, the washed-up Wishy-Washies, formerly the Ne'er-Do-Well Needle Kings, Kenneth, at a 4-3 and 5. Bit of a rough season. I think a lot of heavy reliance on Terrapagos, and it didn't quite do what he thought it would do.
Okay, well, I would say reliance on Terrapagos is maybe a stretch. Terrapagos basically failed to be useful in every game it was brought to.
That's fair.
Which was really tough. But, I mean, Cam still, you know, got out of that at a 4-3 plus 5, just barely eking it out over Nihilus as far as getting into playoffs. Very difficult. I do feel for you, you know, trying out a new shiny S tier and it not being as good as you'd hope it'd be. I have done that multiple times. I had Deoxys Defense as my S tier last season. It was quite bad. Before that, I had Lando I without Sheer Force. It was only Sand Force. That was also pretty bad. So, I'm no stranger to drafting an S tier that looks exciting and fun and is just very underwhelming. So, you know, good on you for making it to playoffs. I'm sorry that the run didn't go as far as you wanted it to, but, you know, good hustle.
And then we get to the bottom half of Teal with Nihilus. I see him in chat. The Dallas Ducklets. Let's go. 4-3 with a positive diff still in 5th place.
Yeah. Again, this is one of those nightmare scenarios that you talk about. It's like, yeah, I mean, 4-3 basically guarantees you playoffs, but not always. And this was one of the not always.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just so tragic, because Nihilus, I believe Nihilus got 6-0'd twice, which really sucks, because the differential was ultimately what kept him from advancing.
Yeah, because week 1, 3 people from Teal got 6-0'd.
Yeah, Teal was an absolute massacre week 1. That was why I thought it was so fun to watch, because, you know, you've got 2 buys in the mix, so it's always going to be exciting, even beyond, like, who gets the buy, who qualifies, like, who gets the second buy. But, yeah, I mean, it started off just a bloody Sunday. Just, it was awful. But very, very cool. And, I mean, Nihilus did ultimately mostly bounce back. And, I mean, if you look at the depth between Nihilus and then Firebolt, like, I think you can, you know, you can nod your head respectfully and be like, okay, I did fairly good. You know, I'll take that. It's not playoffs, but you got really close. And you know that if you're in a different division next year, you'll get there.
Yeah. And I do know, I feel like a lot of players were just kind of busy. I was going to say, Nihilus just said he was super busy this season, because I know I was also super busy at the beginning of my season. I think a lot of people were just busy this season for Double Dip too.
A lot of weirdness, a lot of RNG, a lot of people's schedules not really lining up too well. Like, there was a lot of weirdness this season for sure.
Yeah. And then we do have a classic returnee. We do have Firebolt at a 2-5 minus 13, which is the big drop down after Nihilus, the sheer cliff, if you will.
Yep. Firebolt is awesome. I love him so much. He's one of my best friends. Yeah, definitely tough season for Firebolt. It looked pretty okay there for a bit, but just you know, getting those inches down at the end, you know. He was not given a lot of life preservers, especially, you know, he got nominated for a Worst Luck Dippy, and watching that replay back, it's like, yeesh, man, he really, you know, he needed a break, and he did not get one.
Yeah.
You know, hard division, for sure, for Firebolt. You know, Snake overperforming, it definitely, you know, made it tough for him to hang, and, you know, 2-5 minus 13, not a record that anyone would be thrilled about, but, like, I would still be happy with that. You know, you managed to pull off a win into the Philadelphia Phantoms, right? ASCII.
Yeah.
And that was a very confident, you know, strong-looking win. So, you know, you feel good about that. And, you know, we're so glad to have you back. He's always kind of in and out and in and out and in and out of playoffs. You know, he's always kind of hovering right there. So he's always a threat. This season it didn't pan out. Next season I know it will.
Yeah. But we also, you did mention the Philadelphia Phantoms, and another new player, brand new season. Welcome to Double Dip, by the way, Ashley.
Yeah.
2-5 and -13. That's a tie actually with with Firebolt.
Yeah, another worst luck nominee too. Rewatching him versus Snake and seeing the Ogre Pawn just get full parried twice into the meteor beam it's really funny, but I would be ripping my hair out if I was in that position. So I feel for you.
Oh yeah.
And hello, Ultimate Umbreon, welcome to the stream. It's so good to see you. We are still doing this inexplicably. 5 years later, we are still doing Double Dip Draft.
And we do have our other new player. We had 3 new players in this division alone.
Yeah, really.
I just realized, which is a shame because this is the most stacked of the divisions.
I know.
We got the Downtown Dragonites, who was Skittles beforehand. Skittles dropped out at game 4.
Yeah,
5?
after game 4, I believe.
Yeah, after game 4. So Dan already came in, and at that point, Skittles was 0-4 minus, I think, like 20-something, 27 or something.
Yeah, he was down there.
Yeah, it was pretty high. And then Dan came in. Thanks for joining us this season, Dan, by the way. I'm glad you came in. We're more than willing to just, hang out and learn the game for the first time, because Dan is a TCG player for Pokemon. He's done like tournaments and stuff, but he hasn't like properly played draft at all before, and hardly has played the games.
Yeah. But I mean, he showed like I think a pretty good understanding, like, getting your hands on it for the very first time. It's tough, especially with such weird, like immediately having to fight like a Shell Smash War Turtle and all this other like weird setup stuff, It's tough. It's hard to get your head around if you've never done it before, and to come in at the very end of the tourney, and it's just difficult. But he still, I think, showed some good potential, and I think if he wants to come back for another season, I think we would see some goodness out of him.
Yeah, he's got a little more diff than Scoots in the opposite direction. But we also that's actually not the worst diff we have. It's actually tied.
That's true. That is a tie. So you can rest easy.
But let's go jump over to Scarlet.
Dude, welcome! Not Pimp the Crack Kricketunes showing up in chat. Hello!
Did anyone come in with all metronome strat? No, not this time around. I think someone thought about it, but...
Yeah, nobody was brave enough for that.
Yeah, not this time. Maybe next time, though. Maybe if you play next season, Doodled, you can bring all the meme stuff.
Yeah.
Prankster Metronome Illumise is actually incredibly, insane.
So culture. That's Dippy right there, if that works. If you get any move that isn't terrible, that's like an instant heat set Dippy.
Actually, hold on. Didn't someone use Metronome? Jason did.
I think Jason did, yeah.
And it actually would have killed something, I think. Because who was he fighting in that fight?
God, I don't remember.
But literally, I think it was Earth Power is what metronomed, and the other person protected.
That's really funny.
I cannot remember the details. Yeah,
well, we'll get around to it. All right, let's talk about Scarlet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Vincent.
Heerlen Hawluchas, the other flawless record at 7-0 plus 21. Again, so good. Like, Vincent is so good. The only player going into this top 4 who has not yet won a whole season of Double Dip Draft. You can, like, kind of half count not him. I mean, he did win the off-season. This is his first, like, real main season, so, like, arguable, like, whatever here or there. But, like, Vincent has never won anything. No off-season, no on-season, and he is such a great player. Genuinely, like, I think he's done back-to-back flawless main seasons now. Because I believe he also did that in Season 6. And he's still in the top 4, so he hasn't lost a game yet. I would not be shocked to see him finish with his first win ever today.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, that'd be super cool to see if he gets that first win for, like, the entire season. Because, like you said, he's the only one who hasn't. But we also have Bononos at a 4-3 and 9. In second place.
Members of the Banana Cabana rise up. Banana's so good. Definitely somebody who was on the receiving end of the RNG more than the giving end of it, we'll say.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Definitely wiped out of playoffs to Milo. Not in small part due to some quite terrible luck. So, we still have the utmost respect, even despite facing kind of an uphill battle those last couple of weeks, to the RNG. Still finished second in the division at a 4-3 plus 9. Very solid.
Yeah.
Very, very solid. And I know Bananas is just so good. He's so creative. He's so fun. He's just like, I know he's so good.
Yeah, he's very good. Speaking of very good, Nick of the Low-Fill Lanterns has made a return this season at a 4-3 at 8, right underneath Bananas right there. And he's been off for, I think, 2 seasons? Is that correct?
He played last season. He went 5-2.
I'm so dumb.
So here's the thing. He did take a season off. He sat out season 5, I believe.
That's what it was.
And that was after, taking a couple of really rough seasons. He went 2-5 in, I believe, seasons 3 and 4. And actually, it was especially bad because he did what I did this season exactly, which was lose 5 in a row and then win the last 2. So he did that exactly 2 seasons running. He was like, I need to take a break. This is not, not doing it for me. I got to just, reset. He came back to season 6, immediately just slaughtered 5-2. Came out, second place in his division that season. And this season, looking more or less as good. 4-3 plus 8, having taken down some really good players in the division on his way there.
Yeah.
He really has made a return to form these last couple of seasons. He is no longer like the middling to underperforming White Love. He is now the, mainstay second to third place White Love out of any division.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what he does next season too. It's just fun seeing returning players just come back and hello Claire, welcome to the chat. Come back and just kind of like find the road and just do well, that's always really fun. Black Captain Martian Mantines making it into playoffs and everything as well this season.
Black Captain's first playoffs, yeah, seriously, well earned.
Very well
been
earned.
Playing his heart out for multiple seasons in a row. I'm sure it is, it can be a little disheartening to play multiple seasons, not get into playoffs, but I mean, he really stuck it out through it, and he has been rewarded with making it into his very first playoffs with a 4-3 plus 2. Very, very solid.
Yeah. And the inverse of that, we actually have a 3-4 minus 2 with Menma of the Minnesota Jinx. Menma coming back from previous season, as well as off season. I think Menma played off season. Don't remember right now.
I don't remember if he played off season. I know that he played in season 6. He did not make it to playoffs. He played in Clodsire Cup and got to grand finals and I think won straight up that entire season. And early into this season in Scarlet, he was looking like he was going to be making it into playoffs. And it just barely slipped, just right at the end. A couple of bad losses. Menma was somebody I would have put money, like, week 3, week 4, I would have said, yeah, Menma's going to playoffs 100%. So just very painful to see him just barely not make it. We really appreciate you playing with us, man. You're so good. I hope you continue to come back and make Double Dip, a competitive and fun and exciting league. You've only been getting better, and I shudder to think where you're going to be next season.
Yeah. Speaking of shuddering, Cody.
Woohoo!
Here to the Southtown Stats last year. Spood! 2-5 minus 9. The luck was not great this season. That was not fun at all. And then you had just a couple of little team things that I think just didn't quite work out for you on top of that.
No. I mean, I touched on it a little bit earlier while we were talking, but, I drafted a weather team for the first time. Oh, the music ended. My goodness. How unprofessional of me. Let me start that again. I played a weather team for the first time. Did not really gel with my playstyle that well. I still moved into winning positions in most of the games and then lost to RNG, which I wouldn't have done if I had been winning by more. Like, getting RNG'd is one thing, but like luck management is a part of the skill set needed in this game, and yada yada, whatever. I could have done better. I think after my trade, my mental came back a little bit. I felt really pretty good in those last 2 games. I was very proud of how I did, honestly, in both of the games for different reasons, because the Nick game was really, really close, and the ground game not so close. But I was very happy with both of them.
Yeah,
it was hard. It was a hard season. I think next time I'm going to go back to basics, pick up a tier 1 that I know I will know how to use and that I know is good. And I'm not going to draft like a gimmicky weather thing. I'm just going to go back to using a bunch of generally good Pokemon, and maybe next time we get back into playoffs. But,
Yeah.
I was due to get humbled eventually.
Yeah. Oh, and also the trade proposal you made to not pimp is fantastic and really, really incredible. I remember looking at that because you showed it to me, and it was.
I was very proud of it. I was like, dude, I just needed to say yes, please.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, Sharks, I've got the opportunity of a lifetime for you.
It's so good. And then we move on down to our other new player, our last new player of this season, the Lansdowne Luxrays Growin first season coming in and getting a couple crazy upsets and quite a few losses.
Yeah, Growin really made a splash this season. I mean, he picked up, again, nominated for, I think, like 3 different Dippies, one of which was Biggest Upset. He did get a win on Bananas. Again, like, in some part due to getting, I think it was like a crit with Jolteon, but I think beyond that, you know, he'd still positioned in a way that he could actually still win from one crit. So again, like, you know, luck management et al. Still, I would not want to undermine Growin getting that win. And I mean, his win against Menma was crazy. Crazy. That
really
Trapinch did amazing work. Galarian Moltres getting the reverse sweep. I mean, Growin really...
Rock Blast not hitting, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Rock Blast hit him, but it only rolled 2 instead of 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Crazy. You know, Growin is so good. I love Growin. He's become a real, you know, a good friend of mine over the course of this season and working on our other projects together. And, you know, I hope that you had a lot of fun, man, because we had a lot of fun having you.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, in Scarlet, last and least is Jake at a 2-5 minus 16.
Last and least.
Second season, Jake coming in. First season, Jake also came in mid-season, just like Dan of the Downtown Dragonites. And this time finally got to join in on a season early on from the beginning of it. I think also with scheduling and being busy, Jake didn't do as well as he probably could have, but I know he's just not much of a Pokemon player, but he has a great time just playing a draft league. He's got nothing but fun things to say. He's like, oh, I want to do these silly things. I want to play draft. I want to have fun, and that's really cool. Jake brought a insane dumb sets that I told him about. I'm like, hey, do this, and he proceeded to do that for almost every single game, and it got him 2 wins.
It sure did win.
Which is the Tropius with Harvest and Leech Seed, and for some reason, no one could kill it.
Well, the some reason was it was rolling its Harvest every single turn, and it was getting every crit and flinch and dodge. And in one of the replays, it rolled Harvest twice in one turn. Yeah, I mean, the Tropius was truly ordained to just succeed this season, and it just did. It bullied everybody, and it was a huge problem.
Yeah.
And it picked up 2 wins basically by itself.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But we got one more team to look at before we have to jump back in the Dippy. So we got Aurora, also our playoffs finals contender right over here, who's going to be fighting for second win. Essentially, if she wins this whole thing, right?
Yes, that is going to be her second win. She won Season 3.
Yep.
Aurora 6-1 plus 19, getting the 3rd bye. I think Aurora gets a little overlooked in the conversation of, like, great players, because people go like, oh, I gotta prep for Aurora in Division, and then, you know, people don't give her due credit as a, you know, tournament-winning force. And she's sitting there in this top 4, and very realistically could just finish this season and get her second win, which is, you know, a level of esteem held only at this point by IDM, who won both Seasons 2 and 5. Aurora could become the second player, you know, in addition to Scoots and Not Pimp, to win a second season today. She did so good. She was so dominant this whole division, only losing to IDM, but picking up, I mean, huge value wins, you know, on Claire, on you, Cabral, you know, managing to beat Milo when Milo was playing hot, you know, didn't drop to Mass or Jason. You know, she did so good this season. Looked very consistent, looked very dominant. Her draft is insane. Valiant, Dondozo, very, very good.
Violet's got a very competitive near the end, because I also see IDM, who you just mentioned a bit ago here, at 6-1 and 14, with Aurora 6-1 and 19. And the thing about that, Claire was also, they were all at 5-1, all of them, into the final week.
Yeah.
And literally, it was a matter of winning by diff and not losing for any of them to make it into playoffs. It was very competitive between those three at the top end here.
Yeah.
IDM, though, of course, a mainstay, a staple, a top 20s in the entire, like, draftleague.nl when that was a thing.
Yeah, he was genuinely a globally recognized, player just by the Coach competitive score on Draft League NL. When that website was around, he played in the Draft League World Cup on Draft League NL, which he qualified for, which was very hard to qualify for, and he almost made it to playoffs. So he is just the legitness. I mean, he is the legacy greatest player of all time in Double Dip Draft.
Yeah.
Only dropping a game in Division to Claire, who has been a bit of a thorn in his side. But instead, otherwise still keeping it so consistent above everybody else. And I think IDM is forever going to be a fearful opponent. This season was a little bit tough for him. He was going through some family stuff. So, he didn't necessarily bring like 100% sweat, try hard IDM to the table. And he still managed to finish it out in second place.
Yeah. With that being said, let's jump down to Claire, the Maryland and Extra. Claire is just a rising star, I feel like, and just doing really well and kind of getting that high bar. Because Claire is one of the few players in Double Dip to have beaten IDM consistently.
Yeah. She has a very good record into IDM. And now Vincent as well, actually, is 2-0 versus IDM. IDM, though he did manage to overcome his other even record into Kenneth this season, knocking him out of playoffs. So... IDM really has very few people that are scary to him. And, again, if you just play out, like, a draft based on, like, the likelihood a player beats another player, IDM is going to win that simulated draft almost every time.
Yeah. But, as we said, I think Claire has 4 wins over IDM at this point in their match history.
I don't know if I go that far. We can check that. Hold on.
Yeah, we could check that.
I will check that.
Either way, Claire having a pretty good season. At the end, though, losing to Ilo, but regardless, 5-2 at I think it was 12. I saw before you switched it over. Was a really good score and everything. Wo Chien going so hard this season. Tara Wo Chien was so solid, and that just went really well. Everyone plot my downfall. Week 7, except for Cabral. Thank you, Claire.
Actually, you were right. Their current lifetime record is 4-1. Claire favored.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So, well, now we know. There it is for the record.
Yeah. Claire's so good. Claire's so good.
But moving on, we instantly drop down. We go from 19, 14, 16 in differential to 3 and 4 at 4 with Milo. First ever playoffs contentions with a mirror match at the beginning of the season. I remember when I first fought Milo in season 6 and I beat him and then just helped him learn the ins and outs of like draft and everything. And then he beat me our first match of this season into Double Dip.
And it was very vital, without beating you, without beating Claire, he needed every win that he got to make it into playoffs here. And, it was... And apparently you both beat each other by the same record, is what Milo's saying. Yep. It was 4-0 both times.
So now we're tied.
And Milo, did so good this season. Even if he didn't pull the wins against, like, Aurora and IDM, still kept it incredibly close versus them. Managed to not drop most of the matches below him. Managed to, again, like, getting the upset on you and the upset into Claire. A hard-fought and well-earned playoffs from Milo. Somebody who, again, right now sits at the bottom of the power ranking. When we update that power ranking later today, I guarantee you he is not going to be 24th anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what? Next up, we got the half-slinging ninja slashers. Cabral!
That's me! With my almost true neutral, because I quickly realized my record is like 50% almost, or something like that. It's very neutral, like wins, losses, as well as like differential, and I went 3 and 4 at -1.
Yeah.
Because I was at 0 before I fought IDM, and then I fought IDM and got -1.
You are, like, the staple player. I think that it's a surprise not to see you in playoffs, and that's a testament to the way that your skill has grown since you started playing. I think that you absorb so much about the game and how to play it and how to think about it, that when you're given enough time and enough drive to really perform well, I think that you can rise to meet really any challenge. I mean, given that I just remember, it always sticks in my head last year, when it was like, I have to beat Scoots to get into playoffs, so I will, and then you did. And it was just like, people can't just choose to beat Scoots. What was that, you know?
Yeah.
So, you're so good. I'm sorry you're not in playoffs this year. Thank you for being a force for good in terms of the content, in terms of the community.
Yeah, and, I feel bad that I'm a little behind. I've just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to work on the videos and stuff. I want to. I do. Just been busy. And then Judah just asked if I got in playoffs every time. No, my first season I just missed out. I think almost by the same score. I was just shy of making it to playoffs. The next 2 seasons I did go to playoffs, and then this season I was just shy again of making playoffs.
Yep. And we'll go ahead and speed through the last of these because we're already running a little behind. My bad. Whoops. Yep. Next up, we got Mass, 2 Hugh of the Treasure Town Togetics, newly rebranded at 3 and 4 -8. Mass, God, he's so, like, always, like, right there until the very end and then just drops out. And it is so frustrating because Mass really does deserve a playoffs. And just the fact that he hasn't gotten one is just like, oh, I know it drives him nuts. It drives me nuts. You know, I'm glad Milo got his. I'm glad you've gotten yours. I think it's time for Mass to get a little time in the sun, huh?
Yeah.
He definitely deserves it.
I definitely think he deserves it as well. I think next season will be his thing. But with that being said, let's jump down to Jason. We're going to speed run these last couple because we need to get that Dippies going. I love Jason. Hartford Haunchgroves, 2-5 -10. A little rough, but I love Jason. He's got the funny strats. He just loves to play and be goofy with the game. I love seeing the thief with the wireless with the assault vest. The Terra
cool.
Fairy.
Just worked. It just works. He's the Todd Howard of Double Dip Draft. It just works.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I love Jason. You're so dope. I love that you play with us. I really hope you continue to, because you know you are a light in the darkness, man. I really appreciate you.
Yep. And with that being said, our last one is Woody at 0-7 -34. A tie with Dan, the Dan Time Dragon Knights. But Woody's been a staple since the beginning, I think, basically, right?
No.
He's been here almost every season.
He's been here since season 3.
Has it been 3? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not well versed on the history.
He's been here a while. He's definitely been here a while, and he is a trooper. He is a perseverer. You know, he hangs out in the calls. He does his matches on time. He clocks in, he clocks out. The record is not fantastic, but the attitude is. We really appreciate you, Woody.
And the heart.
And the heart. You know, you can teach a player to play Pokemon, but you can't teach a player to have heart. So, thank you for bringing that.
True. Thank you so much, Woody. I will say, Cody, it looks like the stream's off by probably 5 to 10 seconds, so it might take me a second to respond after I watch the Dippies along with everyone else here, because I have not seen them. I don't know who's going to win what, so my reactions will be live.
I put it together all by myself with the help of Lightning. It is. I will tell you to temper your expectations just a little bit. We had like a really cool, like brand new thing last year. This year we're reusing some assets. The editing was done by yours truly. I am not a professional editor. So, yeah.
Hello, Dan.
A bit of a rush job, too. Hello, Dan. So, I'm going to go ahead and play you the Dippies. I hope you enjoy it. I'll go ahead and mute us, and then I'll unmute us. You know, I'll give you like another 10 seconds after we play it, and then it'll be all yours. Are you ready for the Double Dip Draft Season 7 Dippies?
I am ready. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 4th Seasonal Dippy Awards. My name is Doodled, and I'll be presenting the winner of this year's 6 Dippy Awards. Starting us off, this season's kill leader with 14 kills in division is Iron Valiant, coached by Aurora of the Hoensbroek Hunters. The nominees for the most heat set Dippy are as follows. And the winner, with 41% of the vote, is Grawen, coach of the Lansdowne Luxrays. The nominees for the Best Coach Dippy are as follows. And the winner, with 41% of the vote, is Claire, coach of the Maryland Menectrix. The nominees for the Biggest Upset Dippy are as follows. And the winner, with 66% of the vote, is Grawen, coach of the Lansdowne Luxrays. The nominees for the Worst Luck Dippy are as follows. And the quote-unquote winner, with 58% of the vote, is Cabral, coach of the hash-slinging, sash-ringing Aegis Slashers. And finally, the nominees for the Best Comeback Dippy are as follows. And the winner, with 75% of the vote, is Spood, coach of the Southtown Sand Slashers. Congratulations to all of our Dippy Award winners! If you want an award, Spood will be in touch to get your shipping information shortly. For everybody that stuck it out this far, congratulations! This season was a roller coaster, and whether you made it to playoffs or not, we want to thank you for making this another unforgettable season of Double Dip Draft. Stay tuned, because coming up next is our top 4 matches of Double Dip Draft Season 7. Who will win? Who will lose? You decide if you are one of the top 4. Otherwise, you can just watch. Yeah.
I love that. Growan, congrats on the double. That's so good. I love that. Growan, congrats on the I was giggling and laughing so hard at the sped up Vaporeon freeze.
Oh yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah, that's so funny. Actually, I wanted to be so cheeky last night because you, Milo, and Ground were hanging out in the chat, and I knew that both you and Ground had gotten Dippies, and I was like, one of you's gonna be happy because Ground got 2. So
Yeah,
I wanted
Ground
to
got
imply
2.
that one of you won and none of you won. Like, only one of you got any Dippies. But I lied. I misled you.
Yeah, super misleading. But you know what? So cool, Ground. Congrats on your 2 Dippies. Y'all have to reach out to Spood. I'm sure he'll reach out to you too about shipping and all that fun stuff and everything. Congrats to you, Spood, on your comeback Dippy.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Dude, I love watching that clip back. I'm sure Nick, if he was here, would hate it, but I'm so happy with that clip.
Yeah. The spore and just enough turns of sleep.
Yeah.
That was so solid. And congrats to Claire, by the way. Claire, great job, best coach. Absolutely.
Long time coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah. No, that was a cool Dippies for sure. Was not expecting Ground to get the heat set Dippy. That was. Yeah.
I was not. I can I say I'm a little disappointed Jason didn't get it.
Just that
Swilus
was like,
just
bro,
so.
Jason's so I really thought Jason was gonna get it. I definitely voted Jason, but
I think people were just excited because of a Trapinch, honestly.
I mean,
like
Trapinch is pretty cool. I mean,
he is pretty cool.
It, so not mad about it for sure.
Yeah, and thank you, Doodled, by the way, for doing all the voice work on that. That's awesome. I loved it. So good. Good job with the editing, Cody. I actually really enjoyed that. That was really fun. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you. It was a bit of a rush job. Like I said, we kind of relied on some assets we already had for the season 5 Dippies. But I still think it came out pretty good, and it got people excited, and that's what matters.
Yeah. I think everyone's always excited with and shout out to Lightning Rabbit for the effects that he reused from last season.
Yep. Genuinely, yeah. One last quick round of thank yous. Thank you, Cabral, for picking the style and doing the bulk of the editing for the recaps of the season. Thank you to Aurora for helping me with this gargantuan spreadsheet. Oh my god. Also, congrats on getting Kill Leader, Aurora. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You hate me because you want me to ship internationally all the time. So you keep doing things that are good in Double Dip. I jest, of course. Thank you so much to Paisley, and you as well for doing the logos.
New team logos and designs.
Absolutely killed it. Really, really love those. Especially, I think Downtown Dragonites has my favorite new logo. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
And I thought you did such a good job on Dallas Ducklets too. The redesign.
Well, thank you. I love the little man with the hat.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much all of the fun that we get to have.
That's all
today.
she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Because you know what happens now? We stop having fun, Cabral.
We gotta get into the matches.
It's time to sweat, baby. We got matches today. All right,
let's go.
I'm gonna go pull up the little doohickey. What do you call it? You made the new bracket.
Yep.
I'm going to
update
put
that live for us.
I'm going to recenter that a little. Well, there's no point in doing that right now. It'll just look a little silly, so excuse me. So basically, we are going to be playing these last couple of matches all in one go. If you've never been here before, we're going to do the top match first, the bottom match second, the bronze match third, so the losers of the semifinals. And then finally, we're going to end it with the grand finals match. And then anyone who's willing to stick around and give us some interviews after, we will be having you come on the stream and we'll start talking to you. So,
yeah, absolutely. I think you do need to resize the brackets at the moment.
That's okay. No, because we're about to move into a different crop anyway for the actual match. So
gotcha.
I'll mess with it here in a minute if I after I call it. But okay. That means that the top half match, the very first semifinal, it's time, baby. We've got Scoots of Dumblespood's army versus Aurora of the Hoensbroek Haunters. I'm going to do Scoots versus Aurora on the stream. Classic TO behavior. If you could give me a link to that, either in the live battles or in the stream chat or both, I will open that post-haste. And I'm going to put on some Paldean music that's exciting.
That'll be very exciting. So I'm so excited to see these matches. By the way, I think it worked out. We didn't make playoffs. We both got to do the hosting this year on this stream.
It makes it easier.
It does make it easier. Maybe we need to find some permanent hosts next time.
We'll do Saventura. That would be nice if we just had some
Yeah, just like a couple people who could just always sit in on matches no matter what. Be way easier.
Yeah, would be nice. It's just hard to find somebody who has as much passion and knowledge for Double Dip as would be needed to do the commentary that's not
And the
playing
history.
in it. Yeah.
Match
And
time.
there
I see the
goes.
link.
Match is up.
And be sure, if you are participating in the fight, that you deafen yourselves from the stream.
Yep.
Just due to
Make sure
and I
to tune out.
chatting about all the stuff.
We're going to do some backseat gaming here, so please make sure that you mute the stream, leave the chat. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
It's time to first.
Why do I have to log in to see the fight?
Okay, I have to set up a new crop anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be like 400 pixels down. That's too many.
Can I pop out the chat? How do you pop out stream chats again? It's been a long time since I
The little settings wheel is the pop-out button at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. I see now. Pop out chat. When. Alright. Perfect. Add up over here. Alright, let's see. What do we got lined up here? I see Yen Mega, I see Team Lu, Espeon, Wheezing, Raging Bolt. Pretty solid, pretty solid. I see Colossal here.
Oh man, I'm getting into it. Sorry, I'm getting set up. Forgive me.
Wait, I do see Binky coming out first. Probably with Throat Spray, probably with Protect. I know that Aurora is running a pretty goofy, whatchamacallit here. Spare Tire. Iron Treads, thank you. That's the name of it. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Because, of course, Speed Boost and Mega is so good. The problem is, it doesn't really hit this unless... What's the Terra on this thing? Ground? I don't know if a Terra Ground would kill this thing.
Alright, there we go. We're set up. I had to do some, like... just to make sure that the resolution didn't look bad.
Yeah.
I have made it, like, theatrical.
Yeah.
You've got, like, the movie bars on the top and
Let's
bottom.
see. Yeah, I don't know if a Terra Blast would just kill this thing straight up.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be the question. So, it is a Terra Ground Yon Mega. You know, this thing could be Shookaberry. It's not Air Balloon. You also, you know, you gotta expect that you could probably just go into, okay, huge Steel Beam right off the bat!
Yep.
Aurora opts to just immediately trade Spare Tire for big chunk on Binky.
Yeah.
This is an interesting
I do know
choice, so this is definitely going to Terra. I mean,
that
massively.
Iron Treads was a little silly, by the way. That Iron Treads had Thunder on it.
Yeah, that was supposed to counter
It was
Skarmory, I believe.
Yeah.
It was also supposed to hit Wheezing, I think. So I'm interested in seeing why it killed itself when Wheezing is still in play.
Yeah, I don't know if Aurora ran calcs or did this and that, or didn't look at the Terra type in, but we'll have to find out. This can Terra into Fairy, though, and I'm certain it's going to do that.
Yeah, because Binky, I mean, obviously just wants to click Terra Blast Ground here unless it really wants to hold on to it, but I don't see why you would. You know, Speed Boost is nice, but it's going to be hard to set this up in the late game, especially into something like Frostmoth, which will probably get off at least one Quiver Dance before you can come out.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't, like, it's going to be pretty comfortable sitting in front of you with Ice Scales.
By the way, funny thing I noticed, did you look at the Terra types list up there? Did you see that they are the exact same on both ends of the spectrum?
I didn't even realize that. That's so funny, yeah.
So we got 4 Stellars, 1 Fairy, 1 Ground for both players, and that's really funny to me.
Great minds think alike.
Yep, absolutely. So what happens here? Terra Fairy, sure, you survive a Terra Blast, but like...
I mean, you know, you can be scared of this thing if you're Scoots. Like, you know, this can put up spikes, it can put up rocks, it can rapid spin to get speed, it can, you know, Scorching Sands to maybe burn something on the switch-in. You know, there's a lot of options. I mean, you could just, like, Will-O-Wisp or Flare Blitz, or, you know, it could do any sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm going for Flamethrower to be safe.
Quick Flamethrower just to kill Binky if it opts to stay in, but Scoots decides that Binky will live to suck another day.
Yep.
So Ting Lu, very passive kind of Pokemon. I mean, it has a pretty respectable attack stat, but like, usually you will find that because its HP and defenses are so stacked, it's going to be setting up hazards, whirlwinding out to force hazard chip.
Body press is also solid on this thing too because of its bulk.
And Ruination too, just flat 50% damage, same as like, Super Fang, I think?
Yeah, same as Super Fang. It's just a dark move instead, which doesn't make that much of a difference.
And Nature's Madness is also the same move. So
oh, yeah.
Got a lot of different things that do exactly that, but it's always a pretty solid choice, especially into a bulkier team. You know, if you can catch like Dondozo with the Ruination on the switch in, that is awesome.
Yeah. Standard Rocks is not bad either. It does a lot of chip to a lot of the Pokemon that would come into. It does allow Aurora to probably get something that it wouldn't want to be on. Like, you use Rocks, you'll want to switch out for Dondozo, so Ruination is pretty solid.
Yeah, but you also may or may not want to risk getting this burnt by a Will-O-Wisp, which Colossal does have, or it can have. I don't know if this one has it, but
yeah.
But then again, if you're Scoots, you could also threaten now bouncing back that burn with Espeon because you are no longer fire.
Oh, that's so true.
And incidentally, you could also just double into Espeon to bounce back rocks or spikes if those happen to come out too.
Yeah.
And that is what Scoots opts to do. But Aurora with her own switch.
Yeah, own double.
Frostmoth, quite scary into this thing. Again, Frostmoth, ridiculous its ability, giving it an extra 50% special defense.
Yeah.
It's just a built-in Assault Vest, and after one Quiver Dance, which also raises your special defense, this thing is a real menace. Mm-hmm. And now that Espeon can't Terra, it's going to stay weak to bug moves.
Yeah. Now, Espeon does get Power Gem, and that does a lot of damage to this. And I guess it depends how fast Scoots goes, because one Quiver Dance, it'd probably kill back for sure with just a Bug Buzz or something like that. But if this is Scarf with Power Gem...
Well, it doesn't need to be Scarf to outrun it.
Oh, well, after one Quiver Dance, though.
Yeah.
Because the Power Gem's not going to kill...
Wow, I can't believe that lived Power Gem. I did not know that.
Yeah. At least according to the calcs I have over here on my calc decks, I take these with a grain of salt. It says doing 68 to 80, but I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, I guess if it's a Scarf Espeon with Power Gem, that specifically would be able to succeed after a Quiver Dance, but it's a very specific set. I wouldn't.
It is a very specific set.
Yeah.
Well, I like specific sets.
That's true. But I mean, looking at Scoots' team right now, too, when this thing sets up, it's really scary. Obviously it would prefer to have, like, a layer of spikes or rocks up so that it can threaten, like, a potential sashed Weavile with, like, a bug move to kill it. But otherwise, I mean, Ice into Raging Bolt kills it. Bug into Weavile kills it. Bug into Espeon kills it. Any move into Yanmega at its current health will kill it. Ting Lu is weak to both, and Wheezing is... Ooh, my goodness, alright! Special attack photosynthesis has gotten off. Which one of these is faster? 273 versus 272? Okay, well, Raging Bolt can be faster. Would not be faster after a Quiver Dance, though, absolutely.
I think it depends on their setups. If this is a faster bug, which it probably is. I don't see why it wouldn't be speed and special attack.
Well, it's probably just speed creeping to get faster than everything after +1. Because, again, it's a Quiver Dance spammer. I mean, presuming that is the set that's being run on this Frostmoth.
Yeah.
Very scary. I mean, a special attack photosynthesis boosted Thunderclap is very scary, and I can't believe Scoots even went for that, knowing that Quiver Dance was in play. Very, very ambitious
crazy.
Thunderclap from Scoots. And now, I mean, Aurora gets definitely a second Quiver Dance here, because you're going to be able to eat anything. Worst case scenario, you get, like, paralyzed. But you are not afraid of getting Thunderclapped anymore. Even if you attack, you're not afraid of getting Thunderclapped. And I think Scoots might want to switch, or maybe just try to hit some kind, like maybe go for a crit Draco or something. Like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Good Dragon Tail. Alright, he goes for Thunderbolt. No para. Oh, now Scoots is looking in kind of bad shape.
Yeah.
Now even a Scarf is not going to be faster than this.
Yeah.
I mean, Ting Lu probably does still live a hit from this, I think, depending on the set.
Yeah.
But if she does another Quiver Dance, like, I don't know. It depends on if you want to risk getting paralyzed here.
I think she needs to Quiver Dance one more time. I think that's part of her strategy as well. Is
Oh, he goes
yep.
for the Thunderclap. No, Scoots! It can't end like this. This is what Scoots has been doing to other people all season, and Frostmoth finally showing up and showing him what it's like to get Quiver Danced on.
Oh no. Yeah. With that being said, the only chance here is a potential para, which will slow it down at least. But you know, the special defense being so high, most of Scoots' team is special attackers, with the exception of Weavile, which probably won't hit this super duper hard.
I mean, a Sash Weavile can
Knock.
maybe, yeah, knock and then like Ice Shard, and with the right crits, it could get some work done.
Yeah.
Oh, Aurora goes for a quiver, or a quiver drain, a Giga Drain. Excuse me.
Equivalent to 8.
All right, Tingaloo is out. Definitely going to try and whirlwind this, if I had to assume. And Tingaloo, do not underestimate its strength. I mean, I don't know if it can live a +3 stab super effective move, which both of its stabs are, but if it can, then it can whirlwind this out, and Scoots is not out of it yet.
Yeah, I don't think it survives.
Oh, but the crit definitely makes sure that he's not going to live that.
Yeah, I don't think crit mattered.
I don't know if the crit mattered, but
Yeah.
And from this point, I honestly don't know what Scoots can do. Hey, the crit did matter. Apparently Tingaloo only had a 43% chance to die.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeesh. Yeesh. I mean, some good fortune coming in for Aurora. Very, very unfortunate for Scoots. I mean, genuinely, I don't know what you do. Maybe Wheezing can... No. Maybe it's like Assault Vest Wheezing and it has Explosion?
That'd be crazy.
I don't know.
It's got Clear Smog.
It could.
But
It could have Clear Smog.
maybe a little
But then,
bonkers.
I mean, what stops us from just setting up again?
That's so true. Because Yanmega, even with a Protect, could go faster a little bit, but you don't really do enough to deal with this.
I mean, you would have to sit there and Protect spam, like, 5 turns running, and then also Aurora would have to just never Quiver Dance again.
Yeah. No, that's so true.
Yeah, this is pretty much over. Binky's back. Going for the Protect. Aurora just goes for the Giga Drain. No reason not to. Don't want to risk getting, like, crit air slashed or something, I guess. Oh, he does get the double Protect. All right, Binky. Can I get a third?
That's pretty cool.
No, he didn't even try. Would have been so real if he got the triple Protect. And that pit in your stomach is growing ever wider. Scoots down to 2 Pokemon versus Aurora's 5, and neither of them is going to be able to deal with this Frostmoth.
Yeah. Be a hell of a turnaround. Yeah, that just dies. Especially with the crit.
no point in not critting, I guess.
Yeah, this might be Sash, but...
Weavile against the world. I mean, if it was Sash, it would have come out much sooner. I think that's banded. That looks banded. Oh, Aurora allows it to stay alive for one more turn. And with that...
And there it is.
Aurora back in her first Grand Finals in a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. Frostmoth really showing its power there. I mean, we all knew Frostmoth was really good, but it felt like Aurora just did not bring it to a lot of games this season. You know, I felt like when I was helping people prep against Aurora, I would always bring Frostmoth, and it would always be amazing, and then she wouldn't have it. And maybe she was just keeping it in the back pocket until playoffs, huh? Well, Aurora triumphantly moving on into Grand Finals, preventing Scoots from getting his second win yet again. And on the bottom side of bracket, we have got to move ever swiftly onward to our next match. We have got not Tim of the Cracked Kricketunes versus Vincent of the Heerlen Hawluchas. And I'm going to need a link either in live battles or right here in the live stream chat. I mean, if Vincent wins this, that guarantees a Dutch victory today.
I'll be right back while you do that.
You got it, boss. I'll hold it down. Scary times out here. It's difficult. And that was, you know, a pretty fast game. That was like a 15-minute game. 16 turns even. Very quick semifinal. Yeah, I've been there, Vincent. Not there this season, but I've been there. And there it goes. Save that replay over there. Bootman versus Not Pimp. Okay. And we are right back in the mix. Now, this game is not going to be short, if Vincent's other games are any indication. Alright, I'm going to ask you fellas, politely, please turn off the stream, silence your cell phones, etc. I don't know if I've ever gotten 6 for 6 on a scrim, I'm going to be real. I'll give you guys just a minute to filter on out of the stream, Not Pimp and Vincent. The rest of you guys, oh my god, we gotta be ready! Very, very quick, very fraught semi-final topside game. On the bottom side, what have we got? We got Vincent versus Not Pimp. Now, Vincent, again, to set the stage for this, Not Pimp just came off of a win. He won the offseason Extra Cheesy, which was a Gen 4 offseason. He had never played in Double Dip before that. He came through, only lost one game, otherwise clean swept the entire season, ending in first place. But when we were considering what to count for power rankings and for statistics in the spreadsheets, we decided, okay, you know, people signed up to the offseason to have a little fun. You know, nobody really expected there to be a power ranking after. You know, it only seems fair that we scrub those results from the power ranking. You know, let them be seen on the spreadsheet, but you know, we don't account those for power ranking, we don't account those for win-loss diff, we don't account those for win percent. So Not Pimp has kind of a phantom season win. Vincent does not have a season win at all. He did not win the offseason, he didn't even make it to playoffs in the offseason. And despite making playoffs every single season since his beginning season, he has not yet won. And he's no stranger to the top 4. So it is honestly strange that up to this point he has not gotten a win. And he's starting off with a very interesting Varigoraph, just an immediate agility. Maybe you're going to see like a Calm Mind or a Throat Spray Hyper Voice. Maybe it's Weakness Policy. Oh no, he baited the hell out of that. Uh-oh. 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 Now, Armor Tail does prevent priority, so first impression off the table, if that is the ability, which no reason to believe it's not. I'm sure he would have expected a Slitherwing. Bad. That's bad news. Does this get... I mean, it's a psychic type, so I'm sure it does get stored power. No way that he just did that. Okay. So, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sun is up. You know, oftentimes Ceruledge is run as a Focus Sash Pokemon. This is a huge problem, though. This is absolutely a huge problem. Okay, Terrifier, stored power. We expected to see it. Not Pimp's Ninetales out of the game already in the turn 1. Oh my god, I mean, it's turn 3, but look at the insane amount of setup that's already got. That Uxie, yeah, needed to throw off a Thunder Wave or something way sooner. Still probably lives a hit. I mean, Uxie is very, very bulky. It does resist stored power. I would expect a Thunder Wave, and I mean, we know this can't be Lumberry because it was Weakness Policy. Does live the stored power. Psychic Noise prevents it from healing. No Thunder Wave off of the Uxie. Maybe we're just trying to stop the bleeding at this point, but if it's Armor Tail... Heal Block already wore off, just got a little bit of chip on it. Maybe that's all he needs. Terrifier, I mean, that opens up a Ghost-type move from Ceruledge, but... I mean, what? If it's Poltergeist, it actually can't hit it now. Shadow Sneak can't hit it. If it's Fire, Bitter Blade is resisted. This is actually a crazy Varigoraph. No, stored power just killed, no Sash. Is that it? No, is that it? No, it can't end like that.
Oh, I came back right when you said
no,
it
can't end like that.
How can't it end?
You should tune in.
Oh no! I just tuned in.
No! not Pimp! No, man! Crazy!
That's
Vincent
insane.
turning the expected playstyle completely on its head. Somebody who has brought so much slow, stall, protect, Thunderwave, immediately leading off with what is normally a pretty passive, wish passing, protecting Pokemon, and instead being a weakness policy agility setup to bait the U-turn, and it's just the exact confluence of moves and Terra types and items and abilities that it just completely shut out Notpimp's whole team.
That's so crazy, actually.
That's insane. That was
Yeah.
that was even faster than Aurora's match.
It was, because here's the thing, too. Sword Power works so well because there's only one dark Pokemon on Notpimp's team. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
Sneasel.
Sneasel. Okay, so Sneasel's not
And
going to
that's
be a
the
problem.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. That was a remarkable showing from Vincent. I mean, holy cow. And I think, is this Vincent's first Grand Finals?
I think it is.
I have to go check that just real quick.
I think it
if
might
I
be.
go to Pass Season's overview. Third. It is. This is Vincent's very first Grand Finals.
Wow.
And what a Grand Finals it is. Unfortunately, America limping home on this one. We did not make it to Grand Finals. Congrats to the Dutch. I will learn your silly language. You win.
I will learn your silly language.
Wow, what an incredible... I mean, that was so fast. What, this is supposed to take a few hours. Are we going to finish this before 1 o'clock?
That'd be crazy, actually.
Okay. Well... I guess, I mean, as in when you're ready, we need Scoots and Pimp to play the bronze match before we move into Grand Finals. We do need 2 Dutch people on comms now. We lost. We gotta just... we gotta waddle on out of here. I'll give you a few minutes to cool
find
down.
2 Dutch people in such short time.
You can have about 5 to 10 minutes to calm down if you need to coming out of that. If you want to just reset your mental, get ready for the bronze match. Otherwise, we are ready for your match whenever you guys are ready. That's insane. Wow. Did you... Okay, of all the things you expected, did you expect that?
No. I expected to see Scoots versus Notpimp at the end.
The exact opposite of who we got.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Dude, this is a huge storyline. Either Aurora finally gets her second win after all these seasons of just, again, being passed over. You know, okay, we got Scoots, we got IDM, we got Bananas. I mean, you know, Aurora's good, but is she first place good anymore? She's here to say, yeah, she is first place good, in fact. But on the other side, man, Vincent, finally in Grand Finals for the very first time, having to fight his IRL friend. They are close friends, Aurora and Vincent, in person. She's the one who brought him into this league. And what a Grand Finals. What a Grand Finals it is. You know, when you play against the same person a lot, if you scrim with somebody a lot, if you're close friends and you talk a lot, you kind of get in their head, you know, you get an idea of the kind of games that they play. And I think that's true in really any genre, against any person.
Yeah.
What do you... I mean, do you think that's going to affect this game? Like, between Aurora and Vincent, like, is that going to be a game that looks different than you expected to because it's 2 friends fighting each other?
I think it might be, because Aurora does really well with players she knows and how they play and stuff. She doesn't do as well with new players. And I think it's going to show here, but with Vincent faking out like that, I don't know. I think it's anyone's game at this point. I'm so excited for the bronze match, though. I think this can be really hype and really... I did just send you an update version of the brackets, by the way.
Thank you for that. We don't even have time to look at it. I mean, we're already into the bronze match.
Oh, well, we certainly are. Why am I not logged in whenever I come back here? There we go.
I do have the replay links as well. I've been saving them just in case. So you can post them. You know, that's good.
Yeah, sweet.
There you go. All right. Good.
What do we got going? We got Mini-Year finally coming out. Hopefully seeing some use. I see Leafeon being awesome and fun. See Yuxi here.
Yeah, so this is interesting. This is, I mean, in an alternate universe, this is our grand finals.
Yeah.
And that is not a great lead for Scoots. Not Pimp gets the freest U-turn of his life here. I really do expect that you're just going to see an immediate Skarmory into Slitherwing 100 times out of 100. I don't think there's ever a reason not to.
Nah, just banded adamant triple axle. That'll kill it. Go for it.
Okay, I don't think so. I really don't think it will.
Someone run that calc.
Yeah, someone run that calc just to make sure I'm right, because it definitely doesn't. Yeah, this is a very free U-turn. I would expect that it breaks Skarmory sturdy, and then you get, yeah, exactly what I thought. Then you get Sandy Shocks coming out. That can threaten a U-turn, or rather a Volt Switch. Or Ninetales can just come right on out. I guess there's no harm in that, too.
Oh.
You absolutely should not give Slitherwing Arena Trap. That is horrific thinking.
Yes, terrifying thinking even.
So, I mean, not Pimp with the Sun Up, with the sturdy broken, and this Skarmory threatened. I mean, you need to keep Skarmory alive to just not immediately lose to this Slitherwing. So Scoots is playing on the back foot already. I mean, you're switching, I guess, you know, you could Thunderclap, you know, you could be a relatively... And thank you very much, Septarial, for the Tier 1 sub gift to Aurora. Welcome! You better win. Dude, this is huge. There's money on the line for you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's money that I've just received, but spiritually it's you. And a big double, oh my god, from not Pimp into Slitherwing, expecting the funny giraffe.
Yeah. The
Now,
other funny giraffe.
You gotta remember that moves like Thunderclap and Sucker Punch do not work against opposing priority. So first impression means that it will make it so Thunderclap doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, does he even need to do that? I mean, it's a bit of a 50-50. You could probably expect this to want to, like, Draco Meteor or something. You probably want to keep your Slitherwing alive. You don't want to risk losing it early. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty scary. I mean, a Photosynthesis special attack boosted Raging Bolt is not so easy to switch into. I think maybe you honestly want to just potentially go right into Porygon. Or this could be the very commonly seen Choice Scarf.
Could be Scarf. Hard to say at this point.
It is very early. We don't have the information we need. But, you know, even if you're max speed, like, the attack stat is just so ridiculously huge on Slitherwing that, you know, if you're running a physically offensive one... This is bronze. This is bronze match. It's neither semis nor grands. This is the bronze match. We are already in the third game of the day. We have seen Not Pimp and Scoots both lose their respective matches.
Wow.
Thunderclaps.
So hold on a second.
Oh my god, okay.
If we have a Leafeon's Terra Ground,
okay,
and I'm certain it's Chlorophyll.
Of course.
So it outspeeds this. If it's Scarfed or Banded, it survives a close combat. I'm certain about that.
I don't think that survives a Photosynthesis boosted banded close combat. I don't think that's true.
Maybe not. Or Scarfed, that is. I guess it would just depend if it's Scarfed or not.
That is interesting. I mean, that was a really tricky turn. The Thunderclap in that instance could have just failed to a first impression. Maybe, you know, he was trying to catch a potential U-turn. Thunderclap also would have failed if he'd hard switched into Porygon 2, which I think maybe was a little bit tempting as a special wall. But maybe, you know, Not Pimp just doesn't want it to start setting up Calm Minds. It's complicated. And out comes Leafeon.
Leafeon Terra Ground here.
Yes, I think that is probably the right call.
Yeah.
Although that does open you up to Walking Wake a little bit more. Although I guess Chlorophyll doubles your speed and Photosynthesis only gives you 1.5, so as long as you have a way to hit Walking Wake, not that bad.
Water Dragon, yeah. What do you have to hit with that? This thing it does learn Iron Tail, but I think that's neutral.
That's resisted by water, and it's neutral to Dragon, so... Okay, big
gotcha.
knockoff. Removes Uxi's leftovers. I think very, very brave of that to be the move that you hit, because obviously if Slitherwing had called your bluff and stayed in to hit you, you could have just straight up lost your Leafeon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not Pimp does have a Pokemon advantage. Again, has popped the Sturdy on Skarmory.
Mm-hmm.
And Scooch does have sweeping options in the back. That Minior looking especially scary.
Yeah. This Leafeon also looking scary here because it does absolutely just kill this thing with a Leaf Blade or X's or whatever's left on this thing.
Oh yeah, I would imagine that a Leaf Blade is pretty much free here. Although, you might invite the Slitherwing back in, so maybe you want to make a defensive double into something like Skarmory.
Could be.
But that just depends on whether or not Notpimp even wants to keep this Uxie, which I think he does want to get rocks up if he can help it.
Yeah.
But then again, he could have rocks and spikes on his Sandy Shocks.
That's also true. He might be running a similar set the last time we saw this, too, because he was also Terra Steel on this last time as well for some kind of setup stuff.
Oh,
Ooh.
big Swords Dance.
Oh.
Oh, no, no. Don't let this happen to Notpimp twice.
Sun for 3 turns. I wonder, do you think he has Trailblaze?
If he's a setup sweeper? I mean, I don't know if he even needs it, because, like, he's in the sun. He's got Chlorophyll.
That's true, but the Sun's going to last only 2 more turns.
Yeah, but I mean, let's say he gets 2 more kills, like...
That's true, actually, yeah.
A Walking Wake comes out. That is very brave, because Walking Wake is not faster than this.
I think a Leaf Blade might kill with the, especially with the Swords Dance.
After a Swords Dance, maybe. Again, that's a neutral Leaf Blade.
Ah, that's so true. But it's 2 times attack. This thing has 110 base attack.
Walking Wang. What? Hold on. Excuse me. Slither Wang? Okay. Wait a second. Hold on. These are some interesting nicknames. Now, this is scary. Obviously, you know, it's worth noting that this is a rematch, actually. They did play in Division. These were both of the buys from the Teal Division, now in the Bronze match against each other. And Scoots did win that game quite solidly by simply Swords Dancing 3 times with Weavile.
Yeah.
Goes into Porygon 2, traces the Chlorophyll, but it's still probably slower, and the Leaf Blade does not quite kill it.
Yeah. At this point, I think Scooch really wants to keep this this Leafeon alive too. Not that he can't kill this right here, but he doesn't want to lose this.
This is tricky. I think with the sun out of the picture, Walking Wake will be faster, and it will force Leafeon to switch.
Yeah.
But he is basically going to have to sack something to get there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Scooch just doubles out right now and goes into Weavile.
Could do that. Windows 10 loses its Eviolite. Sun is out of the picture.
Yeah,
and that does open
Wake.
up Walking Wake. And since we saw the photosynthesis speed, you kind of have to assume that this is a max speed Walking Wake.
Yeah, and that'll outspeed Leafeon for sure, I'm pretty.
Absolutely, yes. It will.
Yeah. What's the base speed of that thing?
It's like 109.
109? Yeah, it's faster. Leafeon's only 95.
Yeah. So, absolutely, and I'm sure even a Hydro Steam out of Sun would kill an offensive Leafeon that's Terra Ground.
Yeah, he cannot afford to lose this at this point, so he needs to sack something, probably go into Bird. Bird dice with Flamethrower, though.
I mean, because looking at this now, like, Walking Awake with a speed boost in the Sun after this Leafeon is either dead or forced to switch could be really problematic for Scoots to deal with.
Where's that Custap Fairy?
You know, Notpimp, he's got contingencies. You know, he has, I mean, after losing to the Swords Dance Weavile, you know, he's not going to play in a way that will enable that to happen.
Yeah.
King Lu comes out. Hydro Steam
Dropping
only
that
does
special
42.
attack. That ability.
Now,
Vessel's Ruin is insane.
In the Sun, a Hydro Steam will kill this thing if it doesn't get too many leftovers in the interim.
Yeah.
And, you know, with Slitherwing being chipped, you know, it could potentially come out here and then just do a U-turn again. I think Skarmory still has its Rocky Helmet. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary to be Slitherwing in this socioeconomic climate. But as long as Slitherwing is alive and it's not chipping itself to death on that Rocky Helmet U-turning, you know, it can still threaten this Tinglu out, especially with that much chip. And,
oh no!
Notpimp makes a calculated guess that he will simply stay in and allow Walking Wake to do, or rather, you know, he'll allow Ting Lu to do whatever it wants to do. It'll set up rocks, or whirlwind him out, or ruination, or do an earthquake. And that's fine. You know, NotPimp makes that calculation. He makes that call. He says, you know what, that's worth it. I will allow it. And is rewarded handsomely with a huge critical hit.
Can I give my worst luck Dippy to Scoots?
No. He certainly cannot. Ooh, this is really scary. Because this is the situation from which NotPimp lost last time. Expert Belt is gone. Flamethrower does not kill because of the knocked Expert Belt. That's
actually crazy. Triple Axel's neutral.
Triple Axel will probably kill from here if it hits all three.
Yeah.
And you really don't want that if you're Pimp, because this is your win con. Oh, but his Ice Spinner! It is not Triple Axel!
Triple Axel!
I mean, maybe...
Meteor's faster, right?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know. Fooled. Just hoping.
Really, really tough. I mean, Minior could still do it. It can't
Quick attack Leafeon.
What's that?
Quick attack Leafeon.
Yeah, okay, Minior can be faster after shield's down, but it has to still take the hit after rocks if it's not boots.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Flamethrower just barely hangs on. Body press kills Walking Wake. Walking Wake is out of the game. But speaking of out of the game, this thing is also out of the game. It cannot switch it on rocks. It cannot stay in front of this. It doesn't even have to hit an electric move, but it can. It can almost certainly just Volt Switch out, and it will.
Yep.
Okay, and now Slitherwing is opened up again. And we ran out of music. Of course we did.
Ninetales.
Ninetales coming out and getting that sun back up. Now, I mean, if he's really sloppy with it, this could be a Leafeon.
Unless this thing's running Solar Beam.
I mean, it probably is running Solar Beam, but Leafeon will be faster, and it's Terra Ground, so if it just hits it with a Terra Blast Ground, it probably kills.
Yeah, that's true.
Vitamin A has returned. I mean, it's not going to be able to find that Swords Dance, but... I don't know, dude. This Leafeon's still really scary. Like, even though Scoots is on the back foot here, in theory... Yeah, that's
there's Terra Blast.
At Ninetales. This is a Chlorophyll... Leafeon, I mean, Proto Attack, first impression, will hurt like a mother friender. It is not going to be
probably going to kill. I think he has to, well, yeah, NotPimp could just switch back into Sandy Shocks. Worst luck, heat set, best comeback, all in one finals match.
Oh, God. You know,
yeah,
say what you will.
Impression...
Say what you will about the main season, but the top 4 never disappoints.
He never does. I feel like he has to go Minior here.
I would agree with that. I think he probably has to go Minior. But then maybe you can double into Sandy Shocks if you expect the Minior, or maybe you're not even scared of Minior Shell Smash.
We're at a mind game point of this. We're literally... One might double, one might not double. One can triple, expecting the double.
There's a lot of stuff on the table. I think the basest version of this turn is just what happened. First impression on the Leafeon without the switch. Okay, Minior is in the game. It's not over, though. Now, Minior cannot use Terra. So it is stuck being a flying rock type, which doesn't love being in front of Sandy Shocks. Can't really hit it that hard. I don't think Minior gets Earthquake or ground coverage in general.
It gets Earth Power, I think, doesn't it?
It can learn Earth Power, okay. And it can learn Earthquake. Okay, never mind, I lied. Oh, but this is a balloon! Okay, Scoots gets the balloon gone, but now this thing is still faster because Shield's down, it's still not active.
Yeah.
And that air balloon, I think that's going to seal it. I think NotPimp is going to get this. Because now you you get the Volt Switch for free, or even just a Thunderbolt. And it's a special attack boosted. I mean, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Acro implies no item, but I think that I think he's got a White Herb, I would assume. He just hasn't used it yet. And that Thunderbolt seals it. Not him, not going out in 4th place today. Manages to make the comeback against Scoots, and in fact gets the run-back victory against somebody who felled him in Division.
Yeah.
Scoots incurring not just his first, but his 2nd loss of the season in this top 4.
That's so crazy. I was expecting a switch into Minior to keep Leafeon at least getting one more kill, because Leafeon absolutely could have gotten more kill on
That was a very complicated. That was a very complicated final like 5 turns. That was really, really hard.
Yeah. That's so true.
I think both of them made good plays, for sure. I think that there was no one clear path to victory, and I think NotPimp just made the better calls, made the better reads, brought the better team, learned from his match in Division, and applied what he learned. Well played.
Well done.
Well done. I'm very sorry about that, Scoots. I know that sucks. But hey, you had a fantastic season. And I'm sure we'll hear more about it on the interview if you'll indulge us, if you'll stick around.
Oh, that'd be awesome, yeah.
But you know what happens before we do an interview?
Nah.
Well, it has to be the grand finals.
It does have to be the grand finals. Can we get Aurora? Can we get Vincent out on the field?
Oh, man. Aurora versus Vincent on stream. We have got the Hoensbroek Hunters versus the Heerlen Hawluchas. The Dutch final to end all Dutch finals. You've got 2 friends locked in combat. They've got so much on the line, especially Vincent. This is huge. Aurora's got shooters in chat, but I know Vincent's got some fans too. I know Claire's pulling for Vincent. Oh, and we're back in it. Full song loop, that'll work.
What do we got going? Make sure you two also deafen and don't hear our chats. What do we have going on here? I see Dodrio.
All right. Here we are at the end of several months of planning and playing and hard work.
And crying.
No, this is a Paldea season, okay? We're not doing FRLG champion music.
You're right. All right. I see Spiritomb. I see Bambi. My dog is here. He's here to watch the finals.
You see a Dodrio.
I do see a Dodrio.
All right, man, we are into it. This is a terrifying match, I gotta say. Just again to really like sell you on the context of this fight. Aurora coming in for her potential 2nd season victory after not having pulled a win since season 3. That was a long time ago. We are talking back at the very beginning of COVID. That is when season 3 ended.
That's actually crazy. Why would you say something like that out loud?
So 4 years since Aurora has gotten hers. Vincent takes that 4 up to infinity and leads the same lead with Fariggeraf this time. Interesting. I reckon Aurora will probably be somewhat prepared for a potential setup sweeper, amnesia, or agility, whatever. But she leads with her own Iron Treads. Now, if this thing does have knockoff, it's going to be a little bit more nervous, I think, to click it.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts. I mean, who do you think looks good to take this? Because Aurora did not have a flawless season, but her only loss was to IDM. Compare that to Vincent, who has plowed through everybody in his path, but has not had a season win before.
I know. I think Vince is just gunning for it. I think here's the thing. If he's playing unexpected and brings some stuff that won't work, because Aurora's probably been prepping specifically for what Vince has been doing all season. And Vincent, having big brain, has been like, you know what? I'm not doing that in my last matches. Everyone's going to expect it.
That's right.
And then doesn't do that. It's really difficult. I think at this point we do get a switch out. Yeah, there it is. A little more scouting, seeing what Aurora's going to do. We're expecting that, saying rocks. Yeah. So it feels like a standard play so far. I can't say for sure. I think it's anyone's game. I think Dodrio might have something funny potentially. Don't know what it has.
Whatever Dodrio has, this Alamomola needs to get shipped before it can do anything, because it has the most ridiculous HP defense combination in planet history. You know, it's ridiculous.
In planet history, yeah.
And Aurora opts to go ahead and eat that flip turn in exchange for removing those leftovers, which I think is a fairly solid trade.
Yeah.
Now, this team is scary. It is missing Bisharp, which I think is very interesting. That has done a lot of work this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like every time I turn down this music, it gets louder.
It's intentional.
No, that's too quiet. There we go. That seems perfect. Okay, huge flip turn out with Alamamola. Vincent's really got to think this through. Iron Treads is actually a very irritating speed tier for this team. The only thing that he has that's actually faster than it is Rabombi. And actually Ogerpon is if it's max speed, but that does force it to be Jolly. And because the rocks are up so early, it cannot have it sturdy.
That's crazy.
This is not Sword and Shield music, it's from Paldea! You silly goober. We're Gen 9 now. But Vincent takes it anyway.
Yeah. Ivy Cudgel's still very scary. Not against this thing specifically, but, you know, against other moves.
Well, I mean, Ivy Cudgel, it's not so great. Whose
No,
theme is it? This is just the gym leader theme. Like, full stop. Now, this thing actually can come back in and get its sturdy back because of Wish passing from Alamamola. If he can position in a way that he has a Wish, he does a flip turn, this thing will take rocks damage before it receives the Wish HP, and then it'll get back up to its sturdy. Vincent just goes right for a spiky shield. Aurora says, yeah, hit me if you dare, buddy. I'm going Valiant. And this thing is faster than Ogerpon, and what's nice about Ogerpon with a mask is that it can't hold a different item. So you know that this thing is not going to be any faster than 110, it's not going to be hitting you any harder than its normal attack stat would have you believe, and that means it's very easy to speed creep it.
Aura Sphere probably kills this.
Or close combat.
Or close combat. Close combat also probably just kills this too. Could Spiky Shield here just to scout and see what's going on?
Yeah, but then you risk if it's a physical one, it's Swords Dancing.
Oh, that's so true.
Then again, I think she's going to be pretty de-incentivized from running a physical set. Okay. Never mind, she got the Encore
set.
I like that,
okay.
and now this thing is forced to switch, because it does not want to get Encored into Spiky Shield.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think Iron Valiant's going to be a physical set because of Alamamola. Just, it is so smothering to even a Swords Danced up close combat like Iron Valiant, you know, it is so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Vincent is going to want to keep this Ogerpon for later, so I think we're going to have to see him going into something else.
Is he running? Oh, no, that's right. This Lando doesn't get Intimidate. I thought that could have been kind of handy-dandy. But
nope.
That's the wrong Lando.
This gets Sheer Force, which is very hard to deal with. In fact, you'll notice Aurora does not have her Big Fish.
Yeah. Ooh,
Calm Mind.
That's a Calm Mind. That's
Goes
a
it
special set, probably.
Rabombi, I mean, does have a type advantage insofar as it is faster than Iron Valiant, and it can hit it with, like, a Moonblast or something. But also...
I think Moonblast was just... Well...
Moonblast is not going to kill this after a +1 Spadef. Like, that's just not going to happen.
Wow.
I was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I was right, but, like, only spiritually.
Yeah, well, yeah, barely right.
Okay. So I kind of expected that Rabombi to go for, like, a Stun Spore or something, just to try and, like, stop the bleeding, but... she's in a good position right now into Vincent, and I mean, that +1 special attack Moonblast looks very unresisted except by Tentacruel, which is probably the switch-in, but I'm sure this has some kind of psychic coverage or some way to deal.
What about Lolamola? Can that come in just flip turn?
No! Alamamola does not have special defense. It's a physical wall, but it's not a special wall.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
Tentacruel is a special wall, though.
That's true. But the HP...
Oh, Thunderbolt does no damage.
Nice rapid spin as well.
Yep.
Getting up to 1 speed. Nice, nice, nice.
Yep, Valiant dead. That is big for Vincent. I mean, he's going to like that thing's not in play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But here comes Dodrio.
The funny bird is here.
Yeah, and Tentacruel has kind of the opposite problem. It's not so good at taking physical hits. That's more of an Alamamola thing.
Yeah, which will probably come out here.
I would expect that. I would expect Alamamola or... Yeah, pretty much Alamamola.
Yeah.
But
maybe...
I mean, you have to worry about this.
Maybe Lando could come out against this?
Maybe, but Lando's slower.
That's true. What does Bird do?
Well, it can Swords Dance, and it has, like, I don't know, Brave Bird and, like, Thrash or something? I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay, Flip Turn. Okay, not the fastest of Dodrios, if it's not beating that base 100. And Vincent recognizes that is definitely the case. Oh, no, never mind. That was a Rapid Spin. Okay, never mind. He was faster. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Gets Knock, Drill Run, Drill Peck, Brave Bird, of course.
I mean, a Brave Bird will kill this at +2. And again, oh, but this is a speed tie.
Yeah. Trailblaze, Lunge, Stomping Tantrum, Thrash, yeah.
That's tough. Okay, yep, okay. Vincent wins the speed tie. Ivy Cudgel put the stop to that Dodrio early. Very unfortunate for Aurora. That sucks. She's not out of it yet, though. I mean, she's still got that Frostmoth looking very scary in the back. This thing can also threaten. Burns galore, can foul play. You know, it could even Memento if she wants to try and get, like, a cheeky setup opportunity in.
Yeah, going to Lulamola.
Goes Terra Fighting, gets off a Toxic, and now this thing is on kind of a timer, spiritually.
Kind of. We've seen this thing get Toxic before and be just fine.
Okay, here's the problem. That Wish is now going to get passed to the Ogre Pun if he just Flip Turns into it.
Yeah.
And that means it will get back its Sturdy. So even if this gets up to +1, it's not going to be able to just sweep past it.
Yeah. Screens.
Gets up a Light Screen, interestingly.
That's it. That's very interesting.
Now Ogre Pawn's in front of it, and I mean, no Terra opportunity for this because she already spent it fighting on Spiritomb. So now she has no real recourse for an Ivy Cudgel. I mean, I guess you could go into Iron Treads, but... And that's what she does.
Iron Treads.
Yep. Iron Treads does eat that Ivy Cudgel pretty easily. No grass type coverage. I don't really think that a Wood Hammer or whatever is going to be able to kill this because it is neutral damage, and I'm sure that Vincent does not want to risk losing that Sturdy again.
Yeah. I'm sure Rox is probably actually going to go up here on the switch out, so...
Yes, I would believe that. Now, Vincent could be cheeky here. He could just, hit it instead of letting the rocks go up, But no. Oh, and Aurora gets the Thunder Reed! Oh my god!
That's actually insane.
Okay, Alamomola in a bad spot. This thing is going to have to switch out real fast.
Yeah, I was actually surprised Lando is not coming out on this thing.
Lando's slower.
I know, but ground flying, you can still hit it really hard. It's not. What's it really going to do to Lando? How's it going to hit it?
I thought it could hit an Iron Head or something. Okay, yeah. Yes. Vincent does not really want to stay in with that Alamomola. You need to switch it out. He goes for the agility. Is it actually the same set?
It might be the same set.
No, it's Moringa Berry?
That's actually...
What the hell is that? Okay, hold on. Slash DT. Slash DT Moringa Berry. Raises holder's special defense by 1 stage after it is hit by a special attack single use. Okay, that's a new thing. I haven't seen that.
Wow.
I still think this gets two-shot by... Oh, she just goes right on into this. Okay, and agility's up again. I don't think it has any way to actually hit the treads, though.
Does it get Giga Drain, at least for neutral?
No. I mean, that stored power, yeah, it's not going to do any damage behind that screen.
How the hell did that thing live that?
It doesn't have an item anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Lost the Moringa Berry.
It dies now.
Yep, okay.
And that dies,
there's the stored power. Oh, that's too bad that Spiritomb
a...
wasn't... Oh, God, okay. I mean, Aurora does not die to that now. Yeah. So there's the Scald. I don't know. Okay, that is so lucky for Aurora. She she tried to Scald to, I guess, catch the Landorus, and instead got very lucky with that burn.
Yeah.
Landorus is scary, though. But also, I mean, if that's a bulky Ice Scales Frostmoth, that's still not too bad.
Yeah.
Aurora needs to get rocks up, though. ASAP. She does not... Because if that Ogre Pond keeps it sturdy... There goes the Earth Power. Frostmoth comes out. This is tough. Aurora is really on the back foot here. I mean, I think she has the tools, but... Aurora concedes.
Aurora is conceding that she has likely lost this fight.
Are we going to see the very first Vincent season?
I was just about to say, is this Vincent's first win? The take-home. The little tiny trophy he'll get.
That is a crazy, just hard switch to make.
That's actually insane.
I guess no, because, yeah, that makes sense fine. Unless you got frozen.
Ivy Cudgel.
Yeah, because Ivy Cudgel kills that, and now Iron Treads, even if it's faster, it's going to die to its next life form self-inflicted recoil.
Yeah.
And the Spiky Shield, takes it. Vincent, Spootman of the Heerlen Hawluchas, after so many seasons of getting knocked out right at the end, finally manages to grit his teeth, plow through all of the top 4, and finish his double dip draft with the first ever entirely undefeated season.
That's so crazy. Now someone's just got a 6-0 every match and not lose.
Vincent just won. What is that, 10 games in a row?
Yeah, that's 10 games in a row.
That's 7 games out of season division. Quarterfinal, semifinals, grands.
Yeah.
That was absolutely incredible. What a top 4! What a top 4! Oh, and I'm sure Vincent, whose heart has been jackhammering at 1,000,000 miles an hour this entire night, finally gets to lean back in his chair, take a breath, and ruminate on his victory at long last.
Well, congratulations, Vincent, for first place in Season 7 of Double Dip Draft. What a match! And by the way, what a short stream this was, as well.
Yeah, I was expecting this to go like
seasons.
triple the length, pretty much. But
yeah,
you know, that's fine. We'll still get some body out of our interviews, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let those two have their discussion about their game, of course. Wow, what a season. Sheesh. You know, we have been planning this since, January, February. You know, we got this rolling, and it is now May 11th. What a game. All right.
What a time.
Well, I am going to go ahead and let them do their thing. Congratulations to Vincent for making it all the way through 10-0 in Double Dip Draft Season 7.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let them calm down, have their talk, do their thing. If you guys are interested, those of you who played with us today, in doing some interviews, I would love to have you on the stream. Starting with Scoots, who was our 4th place finisher. If you're still here, man, we would love to have you on the stream. Just let us know, and we'll hang out for a few minutes and let you kind of find it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm currently a little distracted. I'm making the updates to all the stuff in the background.
Yeah. Good job, Vincent. All right, Scoot says he'll hop in for a few. Excellent. We are in the Double Dip Discord. If you just jump into voice chat, I will pull you into ours.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not them.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
If you believe it.
If you believe it.
Here, I'm actually gonna delete that one just to do this in order. Scoots versus not Fim, and then we get Aurora versus Spootman. And there's Scoots, alright.
Hello, Scoots!
Good man! Welcome to the call. As you are no stranger to these top 4s, you know the question I'm about to ask you. What music do you want me to play?
I haven't really thought about that yet.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and get your replays pulled up while we talk about that. While we think about that, anyway. Yeah. Then I gotta adjust the crop on this too. My goodness.
Yeah, this was a pretty quick top 4.
Yeah,
it really was.
I think by far the fastest.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might have been the fastest top 4 of all time. Pretty much every game kind of was a bit of a blowout.
I mean, once Aurora's Frostlass set up or Frostmoth set up. And
Yeah, I posted the Scoots v Pimp replay already. I actually deleted your replay and put that one before it, and then put yours in. So you're good, Aurora.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to answer that question.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to assign you a song if you're not going to pick one. Scoots.
Yeah, give me whatever you want.
I'm going to let you carry on Firebolt's legacy, and you are getting a Cumulatown.
Sounds
I was
good.
gonna make that joke earlier, but I didn't really wanna just say out loud, hey, you should pick a Cumulatown.
Nah, I'm weak. I was going to do it. I was going to do it
That's
anyway. Okay.
By the way, here you go, Spood. This is the finals of the brackets and all the images and stuff.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Scoots, hey, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I know, obviously, it kind of bites to get fourth after coming into this as an undefeated player. How did you feel about your chances going in?
I felt pretty good. I thought I was definitely pretty well prepared for Aurora, but I didn't prepare enough for the Frostmoth.
Yeah,
I was definitely.
I was looking at that matchup because again, you've steamrolled so many people with just like setup sweeping. I was like, Dondozo is like the unaware Pokemon of all time, right?
Yeah, that's why I brought all of my special attackers that have decent like base special attack.
Yeah.
So I had Raging Bolt, Yanmega, and Espeon to kind of hopefully get through Dondozo.
Yeah.
But and the Frostmoth, I should have ran. Yes, I got crit by the Ice Beam, and I was clicking Whirlwind to try and reset the stat boost, but I didn't have a Rock move on Tinglu, so even after Whirlwinding it, it's still going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And I had Runation, but that only helps for so long.
That's tough. What was the Espeon?
I think it was Calm Mind set, and it had Grass Knot.
Okay,
Dondozo for a lot of damage.
And was that Banded Weavile?
It was.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought that I started doing 23, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely Banded.
Because I figured there was no point running Swords Dance against a Dondozo.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, the Frostmoth did work.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't expect it because she didn't bring it for most of it.
I know. I was saying that on the commentary. Was she, whenever I would help somebody prep against Aurora, which I did like a couple of times throughout the season, I would always bring a Frostmoth, and it would always be amazing in the scrim, and then she just wouldn't have it in the actual main match. And so right now, my pet theory is that she was just waiting to use it until playoffs.
Yeah.
And God, it really went crazy. Your match versus Pimp was so good, actually. That was really cool. That was a very fun match to watch.
I think we both played that one pretty well.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
He learned from his mistakes and prepped well. He brought first impression, obviously.
Yeah.
Which I was expecting, but...
God, what did you think about him versus Vincent? That Farigiraf kind of going a little funny.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Didn't really think about it until I saw it, but it was like, that thing with Armor Tail, Terra Fire, like, after it got the U-turn, it was just like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a top four. Well, I mean, give me kind of the shakedown of the season overall. I mean, what did you like your draft? Did you feel like you got what you wanted out of Raging Bolt specifically?
Yes. I mean, I didn't bring him to every game because sometimes the issue with Raging Bolt without Terra is it doesn't have very good coverage.
Yeah.
It basically just has Electric and Dragon attack, so if you have a Pokemon that resists those, like a Ground Steel,
you're
not going to be able to do much with Raging Bolt.
Right.
And if you don't have Sun on your team, which I didn't inherently have Sun, so like, you only have one chance to use the booster.
Yeah.
I feel like you found yourself fighting a few people who kept having Sun, and you took advantage of Leafeon.
There were two teams at least in my division that had Sun, which was nice because I could just
just grab it,
like ride on the Sun.
That was funny.
I didn't need to fight it.
It looked like you both were running Sun teams today, except it was just the one setter was on Pimp's side.
Yeah.
It's always funny. My God. I mean, well, crazy. I mean, it's exciting that Vincent finally got his one. I know that he was, he's been waiting for that one for a minute. I really, I felt good that like this top 4 was brutal. I mean, it was nothing but killers all the way down. Does not surprise me that any one of you guys could have taken it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I am a little disappointed.
Yeah, no,
just because of how strong my opening season was, but
yeah,
sometimes like I got outplayed and I got a little bit outhacked. So.
A little bit, yeah, just a smidge.
Just a smidge.
It wouldn't have been a season 7 playoffs without you getting a little bit messed up by the luck. No, man. Well, I mean, shoot. So what do you? I mean, like, are you excited about like next year? Do you have anything in mind? Was there anything that you wanted to use that maybe got sniped that you saw do well, or give me what is the Scoots 33 future roadmap?
I think next year I might try and go for something a little bit more gimmicky.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I have a couple ideas, but I'm not sure yet.
You gonna get Leafeon again?
I mean, if I can get Leafeon.
You did snipe that for me, actually, and it did do amazing, like I thought it would.
Yeah. So much sun.
Yeah. It does so well.
It does pretty good with Terra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's always useful to have like a really solid knockoff attacker.
Yeah.
They can boost and it does a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that thing's sick. I mean,
it wishes too.
Do you have any questions for our man Scoots? I mean, you've been over there.
Do I have any questions? Who is your favorite Pokemon to work with this season? And then, who did you enjoy watching play this season? Which like matches did you always look forward to, or a player like, oh, they're fighting this week? I'm so excited to watch that.
So for the Pokemon, I think Espeon surprised me. Because it wasn't super high on my draft priority, but like I got to it and no one had picked it yet, which I was kind of surprised. So I was like, okay, I'll take Espeon. But just the combination of being able to set up with Calm Mind and also not have to worry about being statused because of Magic Bounce and
and
having a Terra to give it a little bit extra coverage.
Yeah, a little oomph.
You can just do a lot.
How did you like the Terra rules this season? Did you feel like that was pretty fair, or maybe you would have preferred to see it either axed or implemented differently?
I liked the Terra.
Okay,
I think this is by far my favorite one because it just makes the lower Pokemon have so much more usefulness.
Yeah.
And like, there's more combinations, I guess, more possibilities that you can do with the lower tier Pokemon.
Yeah.
So they're not quite so linear.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And I mean, seeing just that young Mega Man, seeing that thing go, it's just sometimes you would just get on a roll and it's just like, young Mega would just delete stuff. Your Espeon obviously kind of just sticks on Skittles. Shoot, I mean, you again, I would at least, again, little victories, but you did finish the main season with the highest differential of all time. How did you manage that?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, my luck was fairly... I didn't have any bad luck throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had one game with really, really good luck with all the Air Slash
flinches. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But, against Nihilus, but... I don't know. I think it was just the fact that I would be able to set up and sweep before a lot of my Pokemon got knocked out. And being able to have a defensive core where you don't have to sacrifice a lot of Pokemon before setting up is probably why my differential was so high.
That's fair. How do you think you would have done versus Vincent if you got to play?
Let me look at my team.
I gotta study that. Did you have anything for the giraffe? I guess is the question.
I did not do much prep for the giraffe, so that was something definitely surprised me.
Yeah.
My team against Vincent was a little wacky.
Yeah.
I didn't have Tinglu or Raging Bolt on it.
Oh man.
It was definitely more of kind of a setup and sweep team.
Yeah, he brought a mirror giraffe apparently, so he was he was ready for that.
Yeah, that would have been great.
God, I feel like nobody really used the mirror herb. I think that the new items got really overlooked. Covert cloak and clear amulet and stuff. We saw a couple of them, but
I looked at covert cloak a little bit. I never needed to use it, but it's definitely a cool item.
Very neat. Well, Cabral, do you have any other questions you'd like to ask our friend?
I think it was just that last one of who did you enjoy watching play this season, and then I don't know, who do you think is going to take it all the way next season without knowing who's going to be in it?
I enjoyed watching. I like Kricketunes team a lot.
Yeah,
it's
sick.
It was definitely, and then after Walking Wake got on that team, it even became more of a
problem.
Sun specific.
Yeah.
It was definitely I think the team with the gimmick that worked the most.
Yeah. I was definitely, I wanted a Sunsetter, because I was like, oh yeah, just get Walking Wake and a Sunsetter. There's Torkoal and Ninetales, in the mix, you're not going to have to settle for Vulpix. There's no way, by your second pick, that both of them are going to be gone. I was wrong about that, it turns out. But Vulpix is actually okay. It did a couple things that were kind of cool. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, Scoots, for another ridiculous season of Double Dip Draft. Sorry you didn't get yours today, but I already know you're going to get yours next time, so, we take our lumps, and then we get back up, right?
Yeah. Also, I think Claire's making top 4 next season.
Yes, absolutely.
Our game was a 6-0, but it basically came down to Weavile living the last hit.
Yeah.
Because if Weavile dies, Mew can probably easily sweep in that game.
I was going to say, that was the case all the way through that game, is, regardless, it was a 6-0, but, it was a really weird, close 6-0. If you lost your momentum, I think Claire would have just swept you back.
Yeah.
Would have been tough. I mean, it's just been getting harder and harder to do well in these things. Everybody keeps getting better, and we keep getting new players that are also really good, and before it's easy, once upon a time you could write off Cabral's fine, he's not gonna get playoffs, Milo's fine, but come on, whatever, right? No, you can't do that anymore. Even Growlin, by the end of it, felt like he was really putting it together, and I think he's gonna, be a real problem next season for some players, So I think it used to be we can pretty much have 4 good players and 4 okay to not very good players in every division, and it works out that way. But now it's looking more like 6 good players per division, and it's getting hard, It's getting difficult.
Yeah, congrats to Growin on the double dip.
Yeah, the double dippy. He did get the double dippy. Well, man, thank you so much for joining us. Congrats on making top 4. Congrats on, again, finishing your division with the highest differential of all time. I'm looking forward to seeing where you wind up on the PR this year, because I have a feeling you might go up a little bit. And I know there's only one place to go, but I have a feeling you might land there.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Thank you for joining us. Thanks. I'll see you later, man. Congrats, and take it easy.
Yeah, see you.
Sweet. Take care.
All right, and that is Scoots. Next up, Not Pimp, man. If you would like to come in and do a little interview, I'd be happy to have you.
I wouldn't.
Wow, rude. I do actually have to pee so bad. So if you could entertain
you go
the
pee.
people...
I will take the reins on this, and I will wait for Pimp to show up in the chat if he's willing to chat.
Oh, he says he's down. All right, yeah, if you want to go ahead and join a voice chat in Double Dip, we'll drag you into the max chat, the match chat. Excuse me.
Actually, I don't think I'm an admin on the server, so I don't even know if I can drag him.
Then I'll tough it out. I'll be so brave. There he is.
There he is.
Have fun. I'll be right back.
Now go pee. Welcome, Not Pimp. Congrats on 3rd. Going from 1st place in off season to 3rd here is stunning. And how dare you come in out of nowhere to Double Dip and start just taking names? How you feeling? How'd you like your fights?
Okay. I'm very happy with 3rd place and how I did this season for sure.
Yeah.
Getting 6-0'd my first match, not the best feeling, and it was he accounted for my U-turn. It was so good. They did so well. So, but I feel good, and I think I had a good season. I had a kind of a goofy team. I don't know. It wasn't. I thought my team was a little silly at times, and it was like half sun, half not. But then it became a full sun. Yeah, fun season. I had a great time.
No, I love goofy teams.
Right, and I have a song recommendation if that's all right.
Ooh, well, I think we'll wait for Spood to come back because he's got all the stream capabilities. Because I'm just a host today. I don't have the power before me. But I actually ran a sun and rain team in season 6. And that was fun actually because you got a bit of mix of like what you wanted to do. I had like a Kabutops and Barraskewda.
Ooh, cool.
And then I also had like Leafeon and Venusaur for the sun half.
Nice. Dude,
really solid, really fun.
Yeah, I think in future drafts it's really important to pick up at least a mon or two with like sun synergetic ability because sun teams are just I think so prevalent, right? There's only a couple sun setters, but with all the photosynthesis mons, right? It's just like that was one big thing I always had to account for was if my opponent had a chlorophyll mon. And that was always, and I totally forgot in my last match that Leafeon got chlorophyll, and I had to adjust for that. And
oh, for sure. That third place match was so intense. By the way, it was crazy. It could have just gone either way really quickly.
Absolutely.
And I would love to know what your song recommendation is. Sorry, I definitely had to run away there for a second.
I'll put in the chat. You may recognize.
Excellent. All right.
I'm actually so curious if, like, in future Pokemon games, so we got the photosynthesis and stuff for sun and electric terrain. Are we going to get more, though? Are we going to get stuff for ice or sand or, like, psychic terrain and stuff?
Yeah, man. Dude, that'd be... I really want snow and sand to get more boosts, you know? They get much love this generation.
Snow got a little bit of attention. I mean, it's better than it used to be, which was like unusably bad. So
the defense boots and that move that switches you out and puts up sun or snow at the same time. That's really good.
Yeah.
I'm
curious actually. One, who'd you love from your team? Two, this is your first actual official double dip season. Now that you're not like part of the season and whatever. What'd you think? How was your experience being in double dip proper?
Absolutely. So first off, my go-to, my goat is my boy Yuxi. That guy put in so much work.
Yuxi's so on Milo. That was so funny.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he's also a top 4 killer of the season. Like, what the heck? He did great. So love that guy. Bowl cut. Might draft him again in the future. He did put in so much work. And then how did I feel about the season? I loved it, man. It was definitely more stressful because there's just more matches, more options, more Pokemon.
Yeah.
I was during the drafting part at the very beginning, I was so stressed about like, oh, I gotta, get the best team. I need the coverage, and there's so many options in this gen, of course. But I loved it. I look forward to these all the time, and any excuse to play Pokemon's a good excuse for me.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's great. And you came in, I mean, you had kind of a unique, introduction to the league because, we've only run one double dip off season and you won it. You showed up and it was your first season. Yeah. You mentioned this was a little more stressful. There's, more matches, more stuff going on. I mean, how did it stack up against the off season? Did you feel like more or less like in control or good about the season, or did you feel like it was going to be a lot harder?
I definitely felt this was going to be a harder season. It's just, with Gen 4, I had to get accustomed to like the goofy mechanics, like like defog not working and knockoff being a bad move, stuff like that. But once you got adjusted to those changes, it was just less to account for. So that made things a little less stressful. But the sheer options in this draft was so fun. Something I did against my match against the Hawluchas that I didn't get to showcase because I got swept, but I had a lagging tail Yuxi. So I would always go after the flip turn on Alamola and psychic noise whatever came in to take the wish. Because when I was screaming, is that interesting? I was so excited to show it.
Dope. I really love that.
Yeah, but like stuff like that, and when I scrim a lot with Nihilus and Bananas, and I love seeing all the different interpretations they had on teams, and there's just so many items, and it's just I don't know, just so many options. So I really did love this season. But the first season's always going to be a place in my heart since, I did so well on it.
Yeah, you just genuinely shot up to the top. Again, this is, I said this earlier in the stream, but it's like, dude, Nihilus just brings people in who just win. It's just like, what are you doing, man?
The blasters! Yeah, we're proud.
So disruptive to my league!
Yeah, but it's been fantastic. And the trade, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it. I love the Walking Wake and Sandy Shocks being added to my team, so I'm really glad we did that trade.
I'm so glad.
Yeah,
should have done it earlier in the season.
I should have. I'm such an indecisive person. And Blood Moon did great for you. Like I saw the last few games, it was a menace, and he wasn't putting in that work for me. So I'm glad we made that trade. It was sick.
Dude, I'm so glad because I felt a little bad because it did so well. It literally got all 6 kills into the Growan match like the first time I got it, and it was the first game I even won. Yeah, and I won 6-0, and I was like, dude, I really hope I didn't just rob you of like a really good Pokemon.
Yeah, it's crazy, by the way, because that's actually one of the few times we've ever had people draft during the season. No one does it that often.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody likes to trade. It's just like, I was so like anxious. I was like, man, I'm 0-5 right now. I need something, man. Like I gotta get me out of here.
Yeah. I remember being in the call with Cody that night, and I'm like, and we were talking about Ursaluna, and he's like, you guys just hear clacking on his keyboard for like a half hour or so. He spent so long making that message to you.
I did.
That was such I remember seeing the notification. I was like, and then I just see this wall of beautiful text. Just the Mona Lisa in my DMs. It was gorgeous. I love it.
So, one, are you going to be back next season for Double Dip Draft? 2, are there any, other than Yuxi, are there any funny Pokemon? Because Double Dip has this effect on me, at least, or Draft does, where like I latch onto a Pokemon now. And I'm like, I really like this Pokemon. I didn't know they existed or didn't like them beforehand, but after Draft, I'm like, I like this one. So that's what I do.
Yeah, for me, the mon that stuck out the most that wasn't on my team for like, I kind of want this next season is actually Low Kicks. When I was prepping against, I can't remember which team has Low Kicks, but I was prepping against them either for Connor or for myself. And it getting Terra and Tinted Lens just had the fattest first impressions in U-turns.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, there's just not a good switch. And it gets Sucker, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And
let's get Sucker.
Like, I was very impressed with that mon, and I was terrified for it. And my opponent ended up not bringing it, so I was really relieved. So that and Alamola. Oh my gosh. Prepping for Alamola, I had to change my whole team around. That boy, oh my gosh.
It's crazy what that fish can do.
Yeah, that fish can pop off. And Skull, Flip Turn, Wish, it's the perfect utility. It's so good.
I know. Just literally, that's the slow flip turn. And with the Ogre Pond, too, it's like, okay, well, I can just get out my rocks, and like Sturdy doesn't even work because it can't ever be boost. And then it's like, actually, no, because it'll switch in, take the rocks damage, then it'll get Wish for like 1 billion health, and it'll always go back to full.
Yeah. Yep. I actually wanted an Ogre Pond with like Vaporeon for like flip Wish turning stuff, but I never really got to utilize Vaporeon. So, and it did get frozen for so long. By the way, that's my 3rd worst luck Dippy, Cody.
That's ridiculous. No, that's so funny.
That's my 3rd worst luck Dippy. Here we go next season. Hopefully I can get another one.
Yeah, and speaking of next season, to answer your question, I will definitely be back next season. Absolutely. I keep the notifications on in case you guys pop up with the Double Dip.
Yeah.
And
I catch up on videos now. That's the fun part.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, those would be fun to watch. And by the way, the Dippies video, super fun. And the editing was great.
Nice.
Thank you guys for doing that. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I felt bad. I don't know if you saw the Dippies from last season, but it was so produced. Our buddy Lightning, he does the 3D stuff in Blender, and all these really cool like animation things.
We talked about stylings and like how it'd be, because like every Dippy season has a theme, and I come up with like the style and how it looks and everything, and he bases it off of that, and we work together to figure out what it's gonna look like.
Wow, that's so cool.
So next season we'll have a whole new theme and whole new stuff going on with that, so that'll be really exciting. But again, that's when we get there. But congrats on 3rd in a main season. Are you gonna be going for that first next year, and also are you going to be going for any Dippies next time around?
Playing for the Dippy is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all you have to do now.
For worse RNG, actually. I'm going to be hoping to get hacks.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'd like to be on the receiving end of the biggest upset. I'd like somebody to beat me that's not supposed
to. Exactly. No. Thank you guys for having me. Definitely will be back. And I will be gunning for first place, as I always do, because I'm a tryhard. And thank you guys for having me.
Yeah,
No
thanks so much
problem.
for
You take
coming,
care.
man. It's been a delight to have you. You've been an amazing, again, just somebody who comes in and puts the pressure on our guys. You know, we can't get too comfortable, and I love that. So thank you for playing. Congrats on third, man. You're a beast. Thank you for trading me. And
Of course.
and I'll see you later, man. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Adios.
Take it easy.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have Aurora of the Hoensbroek Haunters.
Hola, amiga.
Dippy
¿Cómo
recipient
estás?
of Kill Leader. Congrats on
Yeah,
that.
Valiant put in that the hard work this season.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work.
Yeah, you and I mean, we
Carried
pulled
most of this team on its back.
we pulled a real boot camp on it the other day. We played there for like 5 hours or something. Just practicing.
Yeah, we played for like 5 hours, mostly against Pimp.
Against people you did not end up fighting, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, actually, okay, so
yeah,
question for you real quick. What music do you want me to play?
The Gen 5 Elite Four theme.
You got...
That is my go-to favorite Pokemon music. Even after all these years.
That's classic. There we go. All right. Well, hey, sorry about second. Coming that close sucks. I know.
Yeah. This fight ultimately like came down to both the 50-50, like losing that, and also me not being patient enough. I should have saved Odrio.
Yeah, it's tough.
I should not have gone for the win like then and there. I should have just gone into like something else.
Yeah, it's always going to be like the shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? You know, it's easy to go back and say with the clarity of hindsight, like, oh, you know, that would have been the right play. But you got to forgive yourself for playing, you know, the way you thought you had to.
Yeah, because like if Dodo went first there, it clicked low kick and it just like deleted Ogre Pawn. And that thing was kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit.
I can't believe we've had 7 seasons of Double Dip, by the way.
Yeah.
Kind of
We don't have a lot of people who have been in every single one, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like just Scoots, right? And you?
Yeah, Scoots and me are, I think, the only people left who have fully consistently made it every single time.
Yeah. IDM and I skipped on the off season. Yeah.
Well, between like me and Scoots, like only I have ever like missed the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, Scoots has made it to playoffs in all of the seasons, including the off season.
Yeah, it's a...
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
That's funny because he a lot of people forget this because it was so long ago, but he didn't even play in the first season until he took over for Dogmaster.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
true.
He wasn't even there at the beginning. He picked up Dogmaster's team, which had a decent record at the time, and he just carried it to playoffs and then all the way to Grands.
So crazy.
Yeah, just picked it up and took it all the way. Which like that's really good, like cool to do with a like teamy takeover like that.
Very cool. Well,
and
hey,
any
Aurora.
funny friends? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead. Any funny friends?
I was
Let's hear
gonna-
about the funny friends.
I was just gonna ask, the usual. Did you pick up any friends, any new favorites from the season? How do you feel you played? How'd you like your division? What'd you think of season 7?
I like my team for the most part. Like as soon as it became like readily apparent that like Spadef was a huge fucking issue for me, I like started scrambling around for like, okay, what can I do? And the answer is not a lot. To that extent, though, I have grown a huge appreciation for both Colossal and Hydrapple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In my last couple of weeks, like especially like against opponents who had more like special-oriented offense, they just became my assault vet slots.
Yeah.
Like every single time that have I ever bought a Hydrapple without assault vests?
No idea. I feel like you didn't
Let
bring Hydrapple that many
me
times,
look.
to be honest.
Let me look through my list. Nope, let's do assault vests. Here it is. Where's Hydrapple? Hydrapple has leftovers versus Woody, because that was the like the fucking withdraw body foot set.
Yeah.
And also leftovers versus Jason, I see.
Yeah.
Which I think helped it out. That was a nasty blood set, I think. Yeah.
I think
Hydrapple did a lot. Was very useful.
I think it's funny thinking about this. I think you and I are just inexorably linked in this game because we both got 1 win, and then way later we got 2nd place again. And that was
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I had really hoped to sort of like pull pull through the thread of one of us doesn't make to playoffs, the other wins.
Yeah. That's true.
I got
that
close.
Was like the classic.
I got close.
I appreciate it. I was gunning for you. You know, not supposed to pick favorites, but I did. You know.
But you definitely picked a favorite.
I did. Oh, that thunder into the Alamola. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it electric rain, it just kills. In electric rain, it's straight up an Oko.
Man.
I love that thing. That was such a fun set to fuck about with.
A Moringa berry. That
Yeah.
got a fun one.
I brought
That was so silly.
Iron Tread's. Yeah, I brought Iron Tread special against both. Like, special invested against both Scoots and Vincent.
Mhm.
For Scoots actually was a really funny set. It was Iron Defense, Body Press, Steel Beam, and Thunder. Specifically so it could aim for its 3 counters. It was aiming to kill Weezing, it was aiming to kill Skarmory, it was aiming to kill Tinglu.
Yeah. I mean, your Frostmoth kind of whacked Scoots a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frostmoth, like, I heard you like say before that like in scrims it always like went hard.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, in my scrims, it always just dies to random bullshit, because this thing is so frail and does not heal.
Yeah. That's true. it is pretty. I mean, like, the thing is, it's especially ridiculous, right? Like, it's got.
Yeah,
ability.
it's especially borderline impenetrable, and then one quick attack hits it for 60.
Yeah. So I feel that. I love the Steel Beam into
Yeah.
Binky turn 1. You really just put your whole.
It,
Put it out there.
yeah, I was just like considering like do I like dare switch, because I do feel that he's gonna do the Terra Grounds attack here.
Mhm.
And it's like I'm faster this turn, so if I want to do anything, I'd have to do it now.
Yeah.
So I just decided to slam that button,
Slam that like button.
and Frostmoth just comes in and cleans house.
Yep.
Yeah, didn't get to show all my funny sets, unfortunately.
You had some cool stuff. I don't think like Dondoza didn't even come out once.
Yeah. No, that didn't come out at all. Like, I mean, Dondoza like pretty much like just was the answer like purely to I think just Weavile and Tinglu.
Hmm.
That's good I brought, because like those two just never break it.
Yeah.
Sure, like Tinglu can whirlwind it, but it can't break it.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think
Also, like a huge shout
out?
out to Claire for like helping me with prep and it being pretty much like just spot on with the team like every single fucking time. I don't know how she does it.
No, she's a good prep. I mean, she's best coach this year for a reason, right?
He is best coach for a reason.
I voted for her. I voted for her.
I voted for her.
I voted for her too. Look at that.
Hey.
We're colluding up here.
Yeah. No, 'cause I know like usually like the two of us scrim together a lot.
Mhm.
And time just sort of like did not allow for that this season, so I had to like needed someone else to like latch onto.
Yeah.
And yeah, Claire definitely helped a lot, especially since like our match was week 1.
Mhm.
So like after that, the like potential like trouble points were gone. We didn't need to go a week without.
It's fine. I mean, that week 7 though, that was a pivotal week, given how everybody was fighting for the bye at that point between you.
Yeah.
Claire, and
Yeah. I do feel I was at an advantage there because Woody was my final opponent. So like I was like definitely gunning for that 6-star to make sure that like if IDM loses any Pokemon at all, I beat IDM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure it felt good, but I mean, how did it feel getting that bye? I mean, did you expect that you would get the bye out of that
I
division?
felt hugely relieved.
Yeah.
Like every fucking time, like and I like Doodle had this problem too, that like you sit down to play a match and you just have like a borderline panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. And I I got to not have that for a week. It was great.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
No more gray hairs added to the head, I see.
Yeah. Also, like in a different universe, I would have potentially started my hormones a couple of days ago.
Mm.
And I think had I done that, I would be a fucking wreck right now.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would be fucking bawling on the floor and I would not be here.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's for the best we got delayed. Maybe not.
Who's to say?
Well, at least you're
Yeah.
getting them. At least you got like a path, right?
True.
Yeah. I'm also glad that we were able to like even find the time for this playoffs, because I know like both like me and Vincent are very like strapped for time and can't really stay up late.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
are
okay.
asking like the Americans to come around fairly early.
That's fine. I mean, we demand a lot of our European friends during the main season anyway. You know, it's just gonna inevitably be like that. Like, someone's gonna have to make concessions at some point during the season. So I know you guys have pulled late nights in the past many times to do this. So
Yeah.
it's no trouble to come and do it early.
Yeah. I think other funny Pokemon that I like grown to appreciate a lot is I think when I started this season, I had no respect for Iron Treads.
Really?
Ah.
Yeah, I know it was decent, as a Pokemon, but first of all, I just think it kind of looks ugly. I don't like that its face is under its trunk. I think it just looks a bit silly.
It does look kind of dumb, yeah. Compared to Great Tusk, especially, who looks really cool.
Oh yeah, I love Great Tusk so much more than I love that thing. But yeah, but throughout the season, it has been a backbone of this team.
Yeah.
And I originally didn't even plan on drafting it.
It was just a correctional sort of. Was that your last one, or I remember you took a while to get your high tier, right?
Yeah, my last A tier was delayed a lot. I colluded with pretty much everybody else who still needed an A tier.
It was you, me, IDM, and ASCII.
I think so. It was a pretty big alliance that eventually did get backstabbed. Also, I think.
I got backstabbed. I wanted Salamander so bad.
Terrible.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate, but it worked out for me. I made that alliance because my original plan for my last A tier was Iron Crown, and that got sniped by Captain.
Man.
And did a lot of work for him.
no fraternity, no camaraderie with the Dutch there.
Oh no, it's cutthroat out here. Fucking if I can slit Vincent's throat to get 10% extra accuracy on one of my moves, I'm running knife in hand. I'm out there.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, it was genuinely such a fantastic. Black Captain sniped him 4 times.
Yeah, but Captain really was not a team player. I even have a screenshot of me typing to Captain oh, you sniped him again. And then a message from Vincent pops up at the top of the screen. God damn it, Paul! That's this is cursing Captain's name.
I hate to put you out there a little bit. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you remember this, but I got a very similar thing where I woke up or I got a notification on my phone once.
Yeah, with Lovin.
Yeah, where Lovin was I just beat Aurora, and then on top of it is another notification for you that says I literally could not have played worse.
No, that week 1 into Lovin was not
ideal. But you won that season.
But yeah, I won that season. That's the one that I won, and I'm very happy to. I got to run back on him eventually, in finals.
And we're running out of new people to win.
Yeah,
we are running out. I am glad that we are getting new people repeatedly to win though.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes for a very interesting story if it's just oh, yep, it's the end of end of season 6, and this is IDM's 4th win.
Yeah. Well, it's been good. I mean, next up, right? It's got to be Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been crazy. It's been fun to watch. I love people. There's always something real beautiful to me about just putting yourself completely out there and saying this is my. This is all of me on the table, and I'm going to try everything I got, and if I lose, then, it stings a lot more because I was trying, no excuses, but, I don't know, there's just something really cool about, competition and what it can sort of bring out of you.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like what we have built here.
Yeah, Double is really cool. I think people always look forward to it, too, which is really awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Claire says, me too. I don't know if I'll make... I'd like to make finals, but I don't know if I want to... I don't know if I want to win the whole thing. This sounds very stressful.
Yeah, I do really need to get my fucking, nerves under control. I need to, relearn to, have fun and not be this concerned about winning.
Yeah. It's hard to do that. I think that's just something that's entrained in, human brain sometimes. It's just you have to fight against it more so than just you don't do it.
Well, something I remember being told once. Sorry, if you don't mind me cutting you off real quick.
Go ahead.
I remember being told once that I think it was in the context of playing Melee or something, but it was the people who win tournaments, or rather, the people who get top 8 are not people whose goal it is to get top 8. It's the people whose goal it is to win. So, like, if you just want to make playoffs, then it's less likely that you'll make playoffs than somebody who is playing to win the season, right? So you always have to aim higher. You know, if you're not trying to be the first place, then you're not going to get, you know, something that you want. That's my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, you put up a crazy good performance this season. I mean, only IDM and Vincent, like, those are some very respectable losses.
Yeah, I need to get back at Vincent, but the last 2 matches he's won against me now, and I need to turn this around. I need to get back at him.
Yeah, I have faith. I mean, you've got a fire in you, and you know, nobody who's been doing this for 5 years is going to. And I mean, even if you include SSL, you know, we're going back like 8 years now. Anybody who's been playing that long and is still, you know, hanging in grand finals, in top 4s, and in playoffs, like, you know, you're gonna get your time again.
Yeah, I am not here to do half matches. If I do something, I do it fucking right.
That's right. No half measures. Shouts to Mike Ermintrout.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever that is. Well, is there anything that you would like to say to the people before we bring it around to the man of the hour?
Just like as a fellow organizer, like, just thank everybody for playing, for watching, for participating, for being excited with us, for sharing this experience. It's always fun to organize. I love seeing the numbers on the spreadsheet go all over the place and make no sense.
That's been
like
so
fucking.
cool.
I still can't believe that Milo was in 6th place with, like, I think 2 and 4 and a positive differential.
It was so funny. Everyone around Milo was like, you know, 2 and 4, like a -10 or something, and it was just like randomly a positive diff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking Milo over here is just like, yeah, no, like I don't lose more than like 2-0 against anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big props to him. I'm really excited to see what next season's gonna bring, whenever it rolls around, because we're gonna be, like, you know, going on the break again.
Yeah. Another break, always gotta. These are, you know, a ton of work to put together, but hopefully not as long of a break this time between main seasons. I think we're
it shouldn't be like close to 2 years again.
Yeah.
Has it already been almost 2 years?
Since season 6, I think so. Yeah.
That's insane.
Close to. Yeah, not quite. I think season 6 started in the summer somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Yes, it was, because I drafted during the my last LARP events.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly now.
I remember you. Was this? I think it was season 5, where you were like in the hospital, like over one of your matches or something like that. Do you remember?
Oh
that?
yeah, I got appendicitis during season 5 and was just actually nearly died in the hospital, and that was fun. You know, great time.
And that was in the middle of the season. It's crazy.
Yeah. Could have just had like a dropout because, you know, I just dropped dead because my fucking appendix killed me.
Alright, sorry, we gotta get somebody to replace Aurora now. Who would you want to take your season over if you could pick anybody?
Yeah. I think just to like keep it as a Dutch rep, I would pick Vincent.
That's fair.
But I think for like someone who would match my playstyle and team style, I think Scoots would probably be the best match.
I think that's
I think like me and Scoots are definitely like on one line when it comes to just click setup button, destroy opponent. If that doesn't work, I want to lose.
That's so based. All right, well, thank you, Aurora, for joining us. Congrats on grand
so
finals today.
Much, Aurora.
Thank you so much for all you do to support, you know, everything in Double.
Yeah, thank you as well. Shout out to both of these guys for keeping things running, especially like on the YouTube end. Like, despite being like organized, I don't do much on the YouTube end. I'm sorry.
But we appreciate what you do. And this spreadsheet, which I think is one of the 7 wonders of the world, if I'm being honest, it bumps like the pyramids out or something. Really cool.
I see that.
Yeah, fuck out the Great Wall of China. Like, look at this spreadsheet. Much better.
Thank you for all you do. This could not exist without you. Congratulations on your grand finals. You have earned some rest.
Thank you. Yes. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And we got one more to do, don't we, Cabral?
One more to go.
And
There
before I ask you a single question, champion of Double Dip Draft Season 7, Vincent, I need to know what music you want me to play.
I was thinking of like some intense music, what I normally run, but honestly, I just want to listen to this.
Okay.
I just want to listen to the.
Oh no.
I love LaRue Town.
Oh, that's
One of my
good.
favorites.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel?
It's just this has been so many seasons in the making.
Yeah.
Since season 3, I was just like, I can win this. I can win this. Season 4, I can win this. Season 5, I can win this. And then we're just sitting here like, fuck.
It's about time, man. It has been a long time coming.
Holy shit.
You have been overdue for a season.
This is the one season that I was like, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. My entire plan was ruined by one particular person we're not going to mention here. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm just going to meme the fuck out of this. You know, screw my original plan, just grab, what is this, stupid fish? Grab a stupid fish. Oh, that was just funny. Wait, sheer force is allowed? Fucking why not? Ogre Pond, Cornerstone. Sure. Nobody picked a giraffe yet? How good can it be?
Giraffe is very funny.
Just the giraffe. I just want to give like a huge shout out to Claire, like for last Thursday. I just had one day of scrimming, and for as I've thrown in the Discord already, we've made a specific giraffe set for every opponent, and they were all made to just sweep on the spot.
It worked.
And somehow they all worked during all the scrims. They all just stopped there. It's like, wait, there's no counterplay to this.
I assume you haven't gone back and watched when I was commentating you versus Aurora, but I was like, what the hell is a moringa berry? I didn't even know what that was.
Like, God, like the moment I was, like, for example, the thought process of first fun was Pimp. Like, I believe Claire was just saying like, hey, how about you grab a Pimp set and I grab one of your teams? Just to see what happens. So I was like, okay, what are you cooking? Throws it in, goes into fridge for a giraffe. Presses agility. Okay, I just U-turn on it. Weakness policy. Wait a minute, presses agility. Okay, wait, what's my counterplay? Wait, I'd like to draft. There is none. There is no counterplay.
That was ridiculous.
So I just grabbed that vibe to the other two teams, and it somehow just worked.
So that was Claire's idea.
Yeah, like most of it, like it was a mix, but most of it was Claire. It started with Claire's fucking Pimp giraffe, and then we took that same vibe to the others.
Man.
Like the ferret giraffe was almost cut chew Moringa berry.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
Cut chew Moringa berry for the double special defense boost. Simply because I was like, what kind of priority does Aurora have? Oh, I know, Shadow Sneak.
Yeah,
which,
but then you're
like,
normal size
giraffe.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was looking at that. It was like, it dawned on me.
There was something, the reason.
I was just gonna say, it dawned on me in layers when you were setting up versus not Pimp. I was like, oh god, wait, Armor Tail. Oh god, wait, like, what? Hold on, the Terrifier. Yeah. Oh god, like, what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, like, this gave me so much flashbacks to Tapulele Alakazam. Where you set up Psychic Train, go into Alakazam with a Focus Sash, and just see like, hey, that's game.
Yeah.
Because you can't prio. If you're faster, the thing has Sash, so you need 2 monsters that are faster than what base 125?
Something like that.
Like that. So...
well, hey, you did it. And you did it without dropping a single game the entire season. Nobody has done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, guys got a 6-0 every game.
Freaking journey.
What was the closest to losing that you got? Do you remember?
There were times where it generally was like, yeah, no, that's game. But I don't remember at the moment. I really need to have like 1 second. If there's a match list.
There is a match list.
Team sheet, of course.
Yeah, well, not even.
Team sheet.
Oh yeah, you can show the team sheet, absolutely.
Yeah, because I could just see my matches.
Right. Actually get your
well, while I'm looking up that. God. I just feel really calm right now. I just feel like getting home from like a big journey.
Yeah.
And just sitting here like, damn.
That's what happened. You won the Indigo League, and you get to go home with your big trophy, and you get to sit around with your.
Exactly. That's why I was playing this music. It's like beating the champion league, and you get back home, and you're just sitting in front of your house, and you're just staring like, damn, what a game. What a game.
You know, the hope when we organize stuff like this, and I know it's a little tacky, a little, goofy to say, but I always wanted to capture that kind of feeling of like going to the big tournament and really playing your heart out, and it's so Pokemon coded, That's just like the way to do it is to bring your friends up to the Indigo League with you, and you stand on the plateau, and it's I don't know, I always love that, and the idea that we can capture that for people is really exciting. It makes me happy.
and you nail that feeling so much because it's like the exact same feeling of when I first played Pokemon Emerald, my first and favorite Pokemon game ever. And I'm just sitting there because my brother already beats the Elite Four and the champion, and they used Rayquaza to do it. And I'm sitting here like, no, I'm a stubborn piece of shit. I'm not using Rayquaza. And I walk in and I die continuously because my mods are like level 45.
Mm.
And what's Wallace is my load like 58.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But after some grinding, you just finally do it, and then you're just like, lovely.
Oh, Cabral, do you have any questions? Oh, unless Vincent has more to say, in which case the floor is all yours.
You can say more.
One more thing. I owe an apology to everyone who was waiting for me to use Glimmet somewhere because I drafted it with a lot of hope, but I could never find a proper way to use it. I'm very sorry.
That's valid.
I did the same thing with
Glimmet was such a
Dragonair.
fun pick in the end, but I just couldn't. Every time I was like, okay, I lead Glimmet, and I get counterswept. The hazards just get removed. I go -1 Pokemon. It's not. It can't do the Meteor Beam stuff. It can't do. It was just there to just as a suicide lead, Stealth Rocks, double Toxic Spikes, and they always had either a poison type or something that just sets up, and I'm in trouble.
Yeah. No, I think all three of us had a Pokemon we didn't bring because I didn't bring Scoville in a single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was really. I mean, that was so exciting. And I'm very happy. You. Seriously, it has been a long time coming for you to get this. It's been years.
Every season, I'm like, okay, I can do this, and then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I already told many people about this. If I were to get to the finals, it didn't matter who I had to fight. It was either Aurora for like the match of the centuries, Dutch versus Dutch, epic battle, because friends against each other, or it was Scoots, and I still had to score to settle with him about season 4.
That's true.
Watching that 6% crit, I'm sorry, Scoots, I feel really bad for you for that unfortunate crit, but in my mind at the same time it just went like, now you know how it feels.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry, but that.
Yeah, go ahead, Cabral. What did you?
Of course, to everyone who had to fight me.
I mean, it's just
and of
the
course,
usual
everyone
kind
who
of
had to fight
stuff.
me. I apologize for the fish.
I
really apologize for the fish. I'm not drafting the thing ever again. It's stupid. Every calc I'm sitting here like, what do you mean it takes 30%? This kills all my other ones.
The fish was crazy.
That's I mean, real old heads will remember Bisharp's SSL Alamomola, and that was a menace back then too, all the way in 2016. So, echoes of the past. Go ahead.
I wasn't there from that.
And now Bisharp has Eviolite because that's balanced.
What did I have to ask? Mostly one, are you looking forward to next season, whenever that is? And two, who was your new best friend that you didn't like when you first got it, but you now just adore that friend? Any Pokemon you had that you just hate before you used it?
First, yes, so much yes, absolutely yes. How dare you even thinking about me not joining the next season, because I will be there and I will have a lot of fun.
It's title defense now, baby.
But having won once will take the edge off a lot, meaning hopefully I can do a lot more fun stuff next season. Instead of focusing what synergizes well, I can focus more on what is the most stupid things I can make. But we'll still be defending the title.
That's right.
Because the stupid stuff is what wins you games.
That's true. IDM has been a true stupid stuff user for years and has been the best player in the league for a long time at the same time. So you don't have to pick one.
Absolutely. Well deserved.
Who was like a Pokemon that you warmed up to?
It's very difficult. I'm gonna have to say for Richaraf. Because I don't think it was my last pick, but it was like second to last pick. And I was deciding between Alamomola and Richaraf, because first when I looked at Alamomola, I looked like special defense 45, defense 75. Yeah, it had high HP, but I didn't think it could do that much. It could maybe pivot in once or twice. And then after drafting it, after using it a few times, I just saw those damage numbers not happening. And I just went like, right, this thing is good. But it's okay, like once someone drops a special attacking mon, it just dies. And then didn't and got mirror codes, and then it turned into a lovely Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for Regiroth, I didn't use it a lot, but for this entire playoffs, it has been the MVP.
Yeah.
Like, hands down.
I mean, what
And aside from that, most ones were picked with a reason, and well, they did their job.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, if you're here, you're standing on the winner's podium,
Yeah.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Well,
Shout out to Lando for not dying once.
yeah. Well, I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Lando didn't actually do that much this season.
No, it didn't. I had the same problem as when I drafted full Corona in season 6, was it? Or season 5? No, season 6 was that. Anyway, the one where I drafted full Corona, season 5 it was. I have the same problem. Like, it's a very good mon. One setup, it sweeps, it's so strong. But they have one glaring weakness and it stops it every time.
Yeah.
Everybody had like a fast water type, had a fast ice type, or could just use Scarf on it. Oh, something nice, throw it in and kill Landorus somewhere.
Yep.
So it could never properly set up or grab a good kill. And that made it sometimes very difficult to use.
Yeah.
But the moment it was usable, it just destroyed everything because let's just say it two-shots Blissey with a Focus Blast.
That does require you to hit 2 Focus Blasts, though.
That is true, but just putting out the numbers there.
Yeah.
This
that's
thing
the big
is
numbers.
so deadly.
I drafted that as a tier 1, and it wasn't even allowed to use Sheer Force when I had it, and it sucked. It
Yeah.
was not a good tier 1 when I didn't have it.
Sheerful makes a world of difference.
But even then, I was
If
gonna
I
say,
were
like,
to
it seems like, it was a good Pokemon, but it didn't even, like, it still had, weaknesses that really, hampered it from being, like, an amazing, like, at least tier 1,
Exactly. Though I do hope to draft some more versatility next season because I felt a bit predictable this season because the Landorus is not gonna run Earth Power. Ribombee is almost ever not gonna run Sticky Webs. Ogerpon Cornerstone will almost never not run Ivy Cudgel. Almamola was the same every game. Bisharp was pretty much the same every game.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope to see some more variety for myself next season.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's just about it. I mean, I guess before we go, I'll ask, how did you feel about Terra? Would you have changed the Terra rule set? Were you fairly happy with how everything worked out?
I'm okay with the Terra rules as they are, because let's put it this way, if I were to be allowed to Terra Landorus Incarnate, what do you do against it? It would be unstoppable. Just Terra Steal it or something to make it nearly unkillable or something like that. So keep that as is, don't let the high mons Terra, but it also gives the lower mons their time to shine. So Terra rules are actually really fine as it is right now.
Alright. Well, Cabral, do you have any additional questions you'd like to ask?
I don't. I just want to say a big thank you and give you another big congratulations as we wrap up Season 7 of Double Dip.
Yeah.
Thank you to and everyone else who joined in very much for the amazing season. And I really hope to see you next season.
Yeah?
Well, I'm not going anywhere, and I reckon Cabral's not going anywhere either.
Probably not.
Alright.
And even if I do go somewhere, I'll always have internet.
That's true.
There you
some
go.
people play on their phones, right? Like, if you want to make it work, it'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Alright, thank you for joining us, Vincent. If you want to go ahead and jump on out, then we'll wrap things up.
Thank you very much. See you next season.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Congrats.
What a season.
Yeah, man. You always come down at the end, right? Like, it's always, just intense and then it's done.
And then it's just done. It just kind of ends right away. Yeah, and I'm excited for the next one. I think everyone else is too.
Yeah.
We got some cool potential ideas in the future and stuff, but that's all down the road and we'll have to wait and see. Did you have a favorite match from this entire season?
Milo versus Aurora.
That's such a good match.
What about you?
It's either Rowan versus Menma or Jason versus IDM. And I'm thinking it's Jason versus IDM. because the weather ball in Sun, as well as this wireless, was really silly, and I loved it.
Yeah, no, Jason was really cooking this year. I definitely wish he'd gotten that Dippy, but like it's fair. I'm glad that Grauman got it. I mean, Trapinch is very cool, so can't be mad about that. But
he said it sounds like he might be drafting that first every season.
God, man, we got too many jokesters. We got jump luffs and Trapinches out of it. Come on, what are we doing, fellas?
Hey, people got their favorites.
Yeah, that's true. People got their favorites, and you know what? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, people like the funny little Pokemon, and you know what? That's all we can really say. Thank you all, Cody. Thank you, by the way, for all that you do for Double Dip. I don't think people realize how much you really, really do. Like behind the scenes, the spreadsheets, the scheduling. They're like, hey, you guys, we have a match this week. Sorry, can we wait 5 days?
Yeah.
There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that make all of this happen, and it would not be the same without you. So thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you, and thank you for all that you do for the league too. I mean, people get really used to stuff like the bracket images and the YouTube videos and all that stuff. It takes hours and hours and hours and hours of work from a lot of different people who just are very behind the scenes on it. So
you think we put too much effort in Double Dip?
Yes, and I won't stop.
It's not gonna stop.
It's too fun.
It's only going to get worse because we keep getting more people. Stop bringing your friends to play.
Please continue to get your friends to play. Well, we got it's an ecosystem. We're meeting new people. It's an excuse to just make some friends, have some fun.
Milo did just say the first draft I was in didn't put too much time and focus into it, but this one I was more invested in, and it became way more rewarding.
Yeah,
and that's our hope with all this. It's not like you're like, oh, we have to put in this much effort, but we want to. Because it's fun for us, and I think it just makes it easier and more fun for people playing.
Yeah, you get what you give. I think we put into it what we want to get out of it, and I think we often do. So
yeah, for sure.
Thank you all so very much for joining us today. Congratulations to Vincent for taking his very first Double Dip draft, Season 7, and we got a lot of people with some axes to grind now, don't we?
Ooh, we really do. So Season 8 is going to be kind of big, kind of huge. And on top of that, congrats to the Dippy winners, by the way. Grauman with the Double Dip Dippy. That's so...
The Double Dippy. Yeah.
The Double Dippy. That's so sick. That's so awesome. We don't give out a lot of those, I feel like.
I think every once in a while we do get a Double Dipper. I mean, you
I did get it. I was a Double Dipper, actually.
Yeah. I know you've double dipped before. I think my brother's double dipped as well. So it's actually not that rare. But, someone's got to do it. And Grauman was our double dipper this year. You made a real impression with the people, it seems.
Oh, yeah. But we're excited to see all of you in next season. I'm actually genuinely so excited to see what the new players do. I think Milo and Grauman are going to do really good in the next time around. I'm excited to see if we get new players. Like, how many divisions we can have? Are we doing Nat decks? I don't know. There's so much going on.
Questions that will be answered in due time. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Cabral, for joining me today. And with that,
thank you for joining me.
We will see you all later.
Goodbye.